Wolverines Sports Network is on the air.
He's going to keep the football. Drive for the goal line. It's a touchdown! The Wolverines have won it on the final play of the game. Touchdown East. A Wolverine walk-off winner.
Ostrowski, the righty, winds and deals. Strike three! It's a perfect game! Tate Ostrowski has thrown a perfect game for the Wolverines.
Piper back to throw. Has time. Looking for the end zone, and what is it called? Touchdown! It is a touchdown for the Wolverines with 7 seconds to play.
Grove City has won the President's Athletic Conference Championship. Grove City wins the PAC. The Cinderella story is alive.
Piper takes the snap. Looking to throw. Fires downfield. Frazier made the catch and scored the touchdown to win it for the Wolverines.
It is opening day in the President's Athletic Conference. A very pleasant good afternoon. It's turned out to be a pretty nice day here in Grove City, as this afternoon on the Wolverines Sports Network, the Grove City College baseball team, defending champions of the PAC, they begin their defense of that crown today against 13-1 Chatham Cougars. Hi, everybody. Ryan Briggs here with you, along with Matthew Perucker. Matthew, opening day, always fun. Conference opener, always fun, too. And Grove City, a lot of new names in the lineup this year. Chatham looking to move up into the upper echelon of the PAC. Cougars off to a great start this year. Very fascinating doubleheader today.
Oh, of course, no question. I think the biggest question, of course, is this first opening game. Two teams have won a very different amount of games. Grove City just 5 wins so far, non-conference stretch, while Chatham has won 13. So really, does it matter? I don't know. When you talk to these players, they know they're more amped up for this game than probably the previous 13 and 14, respectively.
Teams opening up conference play today. Of course, 12 teams in the PAC play everybody in one doubleheader. So that's an 11 doubleheaders, 22-game league schedule. And it all begins today. Top 6 make the PAC tournament, which is the second week in May. Grove City, of course, has been in the PAC tournament the last several years, winning it last year in Chatham, a program that's been knocking on the door under fifth-year head coach Nick Rush. And this is a team, Chatham coming in, leading the conference so far in pitching, a team ERA of 2.89. Pitching's been the strength of Grove City the last few years, but so far the guys in purple and gray have been getting it done on the mound.
For sure, and you take a look at their strengths, and you have to wonder if a few runs here and there are all it need to take for one of these teams to come out with a victory in both of these games.
Grove City and Chatham, the head coaches are meeting at home plate right now. As you can see, the sun has broken through here. It's temperature around 50 right now. We should get up into the mid-50s by the time Game 2 gets underway. A little bit of a breeze, but all things considered, for March 21st, the first full day of spring in western Pennsylvania, it is not too bad. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we will get you the starting lineups and the first pitch. The PAC schedule opens today here on the Wolverines Sports Network. Grove City and Chatham on the home of the Wolverines.
Traveling Express, carry car, wash and Grove City. Try it in, try it out, it's that easy. We'll check your oil, check your fluids, and get you clean. Fast, friendly service for cars, trucks, and SUVs. Wiper blades or filters, check your tire pressure. Locally owned, nationally loved.
Regardless of your gas or diesel engine, we stock most air filters and windshield wiper blades. So don't forget, we offer 2 automatic car washes along with 2 self-serve bays. Stop by to have your car run and look great. You can go anywhere for an oil change, but you come to us for the experience.
Traveling Express, carry car, wash and Grove City. Try it in, try it out, it's that easy.
We are back here at Jack Behringer Field. Ryan Briggs and Matthew Perucker with you today. Hope you're having a great Saturday. Glad you could join us for this PAC doubleheader. The starting pitching matchup today on the hill for the visitors. Chatham will be Kason Bennett. Bennett, the right-hander from Vandalia, Ohio. He comes in with a record of 2-0 this year, ERA of .332. Also has 3 saves this year. In 19 innings pitched, he has 19 strikeouts and holding opponents to a .215 average. So it's Bennett getting the start for Chatham. Grove City will go with the big lefty, Bryce Trischler, the junior from Mars and Shadyside Academy. It's been a bit of a tough start for Trischler, 1-1, 7.78 ERA, but he's been pitching better as of late. Of course, all PAC honorable mention last year, 19 2/3 innings. He struck out 11, walked 9. He has given up 31 hits, but again, had a couple of rough outings early on down in Florida, and that has the ERA up higher than he would like. So it's Trischler and Bennett on the mound today. The starting lineups are brought to you by Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash in Grove City, located on North Broad Street. You don't go there just for the oil change. You go there for the experience. The starting lineup for Chatham leading off will be the catcher, Matt Brandt. Batting second is the right fielder, Hayden Woodward. Eddie Rueda is the shortstop. He'll hit third. Angelo De Leonardis, the left fielder, will hit cleanup. Batting fifth is the DH, Caleb Jones. Cooper Baxter, the third baseman, will hit sixth. Nolan Boehm at first base bats seventh. Zane Pollock, the second baseman, will hit eighth, with Devin Fluman in center field batting ninth. Again for Chatham, Brandt, Woodward, Rueda, De Leonardis, Jones, Baxter, Boehm, Pollock, and Fluman. For Grove City, leading off will be the center fielder, David Chandler. Caleb Backus in right field will bat second. Colin Marin-Petro, 3-time hitter of the week already in the PAC this year. He'll bat third and play first. Nick Remish, the third baseman, will hit cleanup. Callan Durbin will get the start at second base today. He hits fifth. Johnny Reyes, the freshman from Hubbard, will be the DH and bat sixth. Dan Luco back in the lineup. He'll bat seventh and play at left field. Adam Weber will catch and hit eighth. And Kyle Reinberger, the shortstop, bats ninth. Chandler, Backus, Marin-Petro. Remish, Durbin, Reyes, Luco, Weber, and Reinberger. The umpires today behind the plate, it's Brian Fuller. Chris Kinnan will be in the field for game number 1. We'll take one final break and come back with the first pitch. It's Grove City and Chatham, and it comes up next on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Founded in 1955, the President's Athletic Conference is regarded as one of the elite NCAA Division III conferences in the nation. Comprised of 12 private institutions and 1 associate member, the PAC thrives in athletics and academics. Now sponsoring 24 varsity sports, the PAC remains unique in this day of high-pressure college athletics, with academics at the core of every program. With over 300 academic All-Americans and over 1,400 academic honor roll recipients with a 3.6 GPA or higher in the past year alone. Our student-athletes excel in athletics as well as the classroom. Want to learn more? Visit us at pacathletics.org or follow us on social media.
Ask their parents a lot of questions.
Why can't people fly?
Gravity.
Is the moon really made of cheese?
Yep, cream cheese.
When can I move into a big kid's car seat?
For some questions, parents may not have the answer, but that's okay. They can't know everything, but knowing the right seat for their age and size will help protect them in a car crash. Find out more at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
Where do babies come from?
Good luck, Dad. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Bryce Trischler going through his warm-up pitches on the mound on this sun-splashed afternoon in Grove City. Full slate of action today in the PAC as everybody is scheduled to play. We'll keep you up to date throughout the afternoon on what's going on in the PAC. All 12 teams in action, with Hiram rejoining the league this year. No more open dates. Update in PAC men's volleyball up the hill in the Grove City College Arena. Grove City and Geneva in a big one in the PAC, and it's tied 1-1. Geneva took the first set 25-21. Grove City winning the second one 25-21. Grove City's in the home white jerseys, red numbers and letters outlined in black, red trim for the Wolverines, red caps with a black brim. Chatham in the purple tops today, silver numbers and letters outlined in white, gray pants for the Cougars. They have the purple caps on as well. And leading off will be Matt Brandt, the catcher, hitting .286 this year, 1 home run and 10 runs batted in. Left-on-left matchup. And the 2026 home schedule about to get underway. And the first pitch from Bryce Trischler is a strike at the top of the zone. It is 0-1.
Good confidence booster. First home game this season. Get that first pitch in there for a strike.
The 0-1 catches the outside corner. Now quickly 0-2, so good start for Trischler. And like you said, it might just be one pitch, but just, I'm sure there are a lot of jitters out there.
Well, first time playing here, he had the game postponed, non-conference early on.
0-2 popped up behind the plate on the third base side, and making the catch will be the catcher, Adam Weber, for out number 1. So Brandt fouls out, and that'll bring up Hayden Woodward, the right fielder. Woodward coming in, hitting a team-leading .386, no home runs, and 11 runs batted in. So one down for the right-hand hitting right fielder. Trischler out of the high set, first pitch. Misses a bit low, it is 1-0 on Woodward. 1-0 misses, now 2-0.
A little cautious to begin the at-bat. Take a look at the batting average. I think you understand why.
Woodward off to a good start here. He takes the 2-0 for a strike, now 2-1. 2 balls and a strike on Woodward. He'll be followed by Eddie Rueda, the shortstop. Trischler's 2-1. Sliced foul on the right field side, 2-2. Woodward, the sophomore from Heath, Ohio. Two misses away, and the count goes to 3-2. 3-2 just misses inside. Ball four. So the first batter of the afternoon is a one-out walk issued to Hayden Woodward. That'll bring up Eddie Rueda, the shortstop, hitting .375 this year. No home runs and 9 runs batted in.
Yeah, he is the guy I have my eye on for this game. Second in the conference with 21 hits to start off. He's been having a really good season.
Another lefty batter, another left-on-left matchup. Trischler's first pitch misses inside for a ball. And it's 1-0. Underway a few minutes early today here at Jack Behringer Field. 1-0. Strike on the outer third. Evens up the count at a ball and a strike on the left-hand hitting Rueda. One check swing foul. Now 1-2 on Rueda. Ball and 2 strikes on Rueda. Woodward over at first has not attempted a steal this year. The running game has been a bit of an issue for Grove City this year through the first 13 games. 1-2. Swing and a miss at the off-speed pitch, and Bryce Trischler picks up his first strikeout of the afternoon. 2 away for Angelo DeLeonardis, the left fielder, hitting cleanup today. DeLeonardis hitting .318, no home runs, and 4 runs batted in.
To go back to that strikeout, absolutely filthy. Taking a look at the break, that was a classic chase pitch, and he had no chance.
First one misses. 1-0 to DeLeonardis. Trischler deals, and that one is high, 2-0. Two balls and no strikes. That one in there for a strike. Trischler pours it in, 2-1. Grove City will have Chandler, Backus, and Marin Petro up in the bottom of the first against Case and Bennett. Trischler checks the runner, 2-1. Strike of the knees now, 2-2. Marin Petro holding the runner, Woodward on at first. Very modest lead for Woodward over at first. Not more than about 2 steps off of the bag. 2-2 just misses.
That was a pretty good pitch. And it's one of those where, depending on the situation, you might get called for it, but really good take to not swing at that.
Now 3-2, there goes the runner, and the pitch misses away, ball 4. So a pair of walks in the first inning. Woodward down to second. Dylan Artist reaches on the 2-out walk, and that'll bring up the DH Caleb Jones. Jones making his 10th start of the season, hitting .387 with 1 home run and 7 runs batted in. So now Trishler in a little bit of a jam here. First pitch. It's missed inside for ball 1. Catcher Adam Weber with a little bit of a hesitation on the throwback. This one bounced on the right side. Second baseman Durbin up with it, throws over to first in time, and that will end the threat for Chatham in the top of the first. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 left. Through 1/2 inning at Jack Behringer Field, it's Chatham 0, Grove City coming to bat. You're watching or listening to Grove City College Baseball on the Wolverines Sports Network.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies, because when people don't have to worry about where their next meal is coming from, they can truly thrive, like Marta.
And now we'll hear from our class valedictorian, who with our hard work never ceases to amaze us. Please welcome Marta Moreno.
And Alex.
Hey, Alex, how did the interview go?
I did it! I got the job! I can't believe it!
I knew it. Let's meet up later to celebrate.
And Diego.
Mom! I got first place at the science fair with my volcano project.
That's amazing, sweetie. Congratulations.
Because when people are fed, futures are nourished, and everyone deserves to live a full life. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/actnow. feedingamerica.org/actnow. A public service announcement brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
We go to the bottom of the first. Cason Bennett concluding his warm-up tosses for Chatham. The right-hander, he'll face David Chandler, Caleb Backus, and Colin Marin-Petro. 3 left-hand batters at the top of the order for the Wolverines. All told, there will be 4 lefty swingers out of the first 5 spots, with Durbin in the 5 spot, also a lefty batter. Ryan Briggs, Matthew Perucker with you today here on the Wolverines Sports Network. Opening day in the PAC. Westminster's at Franciscan. W&J's at Geneva. Waynesburg's at Allegheny. Teowa's at Hiram. And it will be David Chandler leading off for Grove City. Starting in center field, Nick Sampson out due to the shoulder injury. And David Chandler has been on fire, to say the least, hitting .388 this year. No home runs, 11 runs batted in. Second on the team with 15 runs scored. And the first pitch from Bennett misses inside for a ball. Chandler out of Virginia. Opening day starter in right field 2 years ago. He's been more of a reserve his first 2 seasons, but in the starting lineup this year and performing very, very well. He and Backus, 2 guys that have waited their turn and taking advantage of the opportunity as juniors. The 1-0 catches the top of the zone for a strike, and it's now 1-1. Count now 2-1 on the left-hand batting Chandler. Foul on the third base side over towards the Grove City Police Department. We are along East Pine Street here in Grove City. Grove City PD and Station 95, the Grove City Fire Department, off to our left. The 2-2 misses away, and it's now 3-2 on Chandler.
Bennett's really attacked the outer half of the plate. 3 straight pitches about thigh level that way.
3-2, misses away for ball 4, so a leadoff walk issued to David Chandler. That'll bring up Caleb Backus, the right fielder. making start number 11. He's hitting .405 this year, no home runs and 11 runs batted in.
Really good patience in that first at-bat, too, to see a similar pitch in a similar location over and over again. One swing at that at-bat. Draws the walk.
Backus bunts, pushes on the third base side. Baxter, the third baseman with it, throws the second to get the lead runner, as it is a 5-6 putout. Chandler erased. Backus reaches on the fielder's choice. That'll bring up Colin Marin-Petro. He's hitting .545 this year. 3 home runs, 20 runs batted in. Leads the PAC with 21 runs and 30 hits. Suffice to say, he's been hot, Matthew.
Oh, for sure. I think just take a look at his stature as well. That's a guy, a pitcher you look to try to get a positive result, because you see he's a guy that can take you deep, extra base threat anytime he's up to the plate. Sorry.
Reigning PAC Player of the Year. He takes that one low for a ball, 1-0. Slightly open stance. Bennett's 1-0, bounced on the right side, going to a knee to make the play as the second baseman Pollock throws over to first in time for out number 2. Backus advances to second on the play. Two down for Nick Remish, the third baseman. Remish, 13 starts this year. He started every game so far, splitting time between second base and third base, hitting .327, 3 home runs, and 19 runs batted in. First pitch, a breaking ball in for a strike. It's 0-1. Backus at second with 2 away. Set at the belt, getting the sign from the catcher, Brandt. Backus, modest lead out at second. 0-1. Skied on the first base side. Coming over to give it a look is Boehm, the first baseman. It's out of play. The Chatham defense, it's Boehm at first, Pollock at second, Baxter at third, Rueda at short, outfield left to right, DeLeonardis, Fluman, and Woodward, with Matt Brandt doing the catching for Kaysen Bennett. Bennett ahead of Remish, 0-2. Misses. It's now 1-2. Second baseman shading towards the bag. 1-2. Breaking ball called, strike 3. Remish goes down looking. And like Chatham, Grove City leaves a man in scoring position. For the Wolverines in the first, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. Through 1 inning at Jack Behringer Field, we are scoreless on the Wolverines Sports Network.
You can't escape a traffic jam. Know what else you can't escape? Seasonal allergies. And you might think you can avoid that coffee stain until... Oh, really? You can't escape a lot of things in life, but you can escape prediabetes. Prediabetes captures 1 in 3 adults. There are usually no signs of prediabetes. In fact, most people don't even know they have it. But with early diagnosis, you can change the outcome and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Take action by taking the 1-minute risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. You might not be able to escape having this song stuck in your head, but you can escape prediabetes. Go to doihaveprediabetes.org today. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.
Inning number 2 about to get underway. It will be 6, 7, and 8 due up for Chatham. Cooper Baxter, the third baseman from Butler, will lead off. Baxter hitting .257 this year, a home run and 15 runs batted in. And Bryce Trischler's first pitch to his fellow Butler Countyan is in for a strike. It's 0-1. Baxter, Boehm, Pollock here in the top of the second. Third baseman Remish hugging the line behind the bag. 0-1 check swing foul on the first base side, and Trischler ahead of Baxter 0-2. Baxter's also made 3 pitching appearances this year. 1 start, 1-0 with a save. Certainly possible we could see him today during the course of the doubleheader. Trischler's 0-2. Misses now 1-2. Baxter from Butler was a very good quarterback and linebacker for the Golden Tornado. The 1-2, this one's punched out to left and will drop in for a base hit. So first hit of the afternoon belongs to Chatham's Cooper Baxter. It's a leadoff single. That'll bring up Nolan Boehm, the first baseman. Boehm hitting 188 this year. No home runs, 4 runs batted in. He has walked 10 times, however. And he will bat with Baxter over at first in this scoreless tie.
Nice contact, though, on the hit. Didn't get all of it, of course, but in the situation you're behind the count, saw a pitch, and you're like, I can hit this. And exactly what do you want to do there?
First pitch to left-hand swinging Boehm fouled up the first base line. It is 0-1. Open stance for the left-hand hitting Boehm. Trischler deals. That one misses in off the plate. 1-1. Baxter this year, 3 steals and 3 attempts. As a team, Chatham 33 of 38 through the first 14-plus games. Baxter, decent secondary lead, and he'll advance to second as that pitch is in the dirt. The wild pitch will move Baxter into scoring position with nobody out here in inning number 2.
And just taking a look at his lead, initial lead as well off first. He looked like he wanted to go. He was just waiting for the right moment, and you get ball behind the catcher, might as well take off.
He read it well. 2-1 off the plate, now 3-1. The 3-1 from Trischler. And that will clip Boehm, who slams down the bat. Now first and second, nobody out for Zane Pollock. Pollock hitting .364 this year, 8 for 22. Does have 1 sacrifice bunt. We'll see what head coach Nick Rush has in mind. The Wolverine infield creeping in on the corners. Trischler, the pitch, the bunt is popped up first base side, and Marin Petro cannot get there. He charged in, and the ball just sliced away from him on the bunt attempt, so it's 0-1.
And yeah, the Grove City defense knew that was coming. And you're looking to try to get those runners, get them up a base on that, and just popped it up and saw how close it was to being an out. And when you have the situation, runner scoring position, no outs, definitely want to do that, right?
Love to get out to the early lead. Trischler, the high set. Wolverines put on the wheel play that time, and Pollock takes it low for a ball. 1-1 on the Chatham second baseman, Zane Pollock, freshman out of Elgin, Illinois. Slightly closed stance for the righty batter. Inside move from Trischler. Now he'll toss over to second. Reinberger wasn't looking for it. Trischler had to make the throw just so it did not count as didn't count as an illegal move. Now Nick Rush will come out and ask about it. It was legal. It was not pretty, but it's 1-1. Unfortunately for the Wolverines, it was not a no advance taken.
Yeah, I think everyone on that Grove City defense was surprised about that. Just wasn't right from the start.
But it would have been, the disengagement rule, because he already stepped off once. 2-1 now on Pollock, who showed bunt and pulled back. Corner infielders are in on the grass. Trischler's 2-1. The bunt's pushed out in front of the plate. Trischler with it. He will throw it to first. Durbin covering, and he will make the catch. The sacrifice goes 1-4. Boehm to second. Baxter now at third with one down. For the number 9 hitter, Devin Fluman. He's hitting .205 this year, no home runs, and 7 runs batted in. And now Matt Royer is going to come out of the dugout on the first base side to talk over things. So Chatham with an early threat here. Second and third, one down. No score.
Yeah, you want to go back to that bunt. That's pretty much exactly what you want to do. Didn't get over it that first time, popped it up, but then got a pitch in a good location for him. And the only way that could have been better is if he was able to beat out the throw to first.
He got down there. Is that that throw or the bunt certainly deadened in the grass?
Yeah, because no play any other base except for first.
It'll bring up the left-hand hitting Fluman. Second and third. We'll see what the Wolverines do with the infield. Remish is even with the bag at third. Marin Petro's on the grass at first. Fluman, the number 9 hitter in the order. First pitch from Trischler. Misses low. And already some activity in the Grove City bullpen. One-0 misses away. 2-0. Looking to see who it is warming up. We cannot. Our view is obscured. It is a right-hander for Grove City. The 2-0. Strike at the belt now. 2-1 on Devin Fluman.
And you can see why they're getting the bullpen going already, as Trishler's already crossed 35 pitches, and with only one out in this inning. A lot of balls, a lot of long at-bats, some patient batting from these Chatham hitters.
2-1 in there for a strike at the knees, now 2-2. Trischler looking for a strikeout or a pop-out here. 2-2. Driven to right. On the run is Backus. And it will get down on the track for a base hit. It's going to be extra bases. 1 run is in, 2 runs score. It's a 2-run double for Fluman. Boehm and Baxter score, and Chatham has the lead 2-0 here in the first. So Devin Fluman turned on that pitch and doubles to right. Fluman's third double of the season, and Chatham has a 2-0 lead here in the top of the second. Back to the top of the order for Matt Brandt, who fouled out to begin the game. First pitch is driven out towards right center. It's going to get up the alley and down for extra base hits. Chandler up with it, getting it back towards the infield. Durbin, he will put the relay in his pocket. It is a run-scoring double for Matt Brandt. Fluman comes home, and Chatham has a 3-0 lead here in the first, or the second, excuse me. So 3 runs home here in the inning.
So take a look at those last 2 pitch locations. First one looked like a fastball on the inside for a lefty. He took that well to right field. Then it looked like a hanging off speed pitch. My guess a curveball around belt level, and he read that well, and that's about as good as you're going to hit a pitch like that.
Brings up Hayden Woodward. He takes strike 1 at the knees. Woodward walked in the first. 3 runs home for Chatham here in the top of the second, and looking for more with Brandt out there with 1 away. 0-1, misses for a ball, 1-1. Trischler, the set, and the delivery. Skied out to left. Luco going back, still going back. Luco back towards the fence. Can't make the catch. Chandler Uplet throws it back into the infield. And Woodward will reach. On the air, the drop fly and left. Now second and third with 1 down for Eddie Rueda, who struck out on the first. Oh, This inning turning into a real mess for the Wolverines. The single, the hit by pitch, sacrifice, 2-run double, and then another double, and then the error. 3-0. First pitch to Rueda is inside for a ball.
And Woodward got a good amount of contact on that pitch. I think a little bit too high with the launch angle, really far up there. And the sun, we haven't seen a lot of that sun lately, now breaking into spring. And it's always a threat. Looking right into that sun probably led to the error.
1-0 in for a strike, 1-1 now. For those of you who are following our live stats online, we're having a bit of an issue with them. We'll get that ironed out in the inning break. 1-1 swing and a miss by Rueda. It is now 1-2 on the left-hand hitting shortstop. Trishler certainly needs a strikeout here. Infield is back. 1-2 misses away, now 2-2. Certainly what we've seen from the Wolverines is they can score runs a lot. Bennett has looked good in the first. 2-2 foul straight back towards us, and it remains 2 balls and 2 strikes on Eddie Rueda, with Dalen Artis waiting on deck for the Cougars.
But first you got to find a way to get yourself in a situation where you can score those runs and come back. 43 pitches for Trishler right now, and that's over 20 in this inning.
2-2, skied out to right. Backus up with it. Runner's tag. The relay to third is in the dirt. Runners move up. Coming home on the play is Brandt. He will score. Woodward goes to third. It's a sacrifice fly for Eddie Rueda, and it is 4-0 Chatham.
A lot of loud noise coming from those Chatham bats in this inning, to the tune of 4 runs.
And that's going to be the end of the afternoon for Bryce Trishler as head coach Matt Royer comes out of the dugout. He is pointed to the bullpen. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we come back. Chatham on top, 4-0. Back after this on the home of the Wolverines.
Hi, we're the Goo Goo Dolls. We're fortunate that we can give our daughters everything they need to grow and learn. But not every child can focus on classes and play dates.
Nearly 13 million kids in the U.S. face hunger. That's 1 in 6. School lunch might be their only meal each day, and it's heartbreaking to imagine any child going to bed hungry. We're dreaming of a perfect day when kids can smile, play, and just be kids without worrying about where their next meal will come from. Feeding America is working to make that perfect day a reality.
Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste. That food is given to families and children in need. Being a kid should be about doing things that make an ordinary day extraordinary. Learning to play an instrument, building a sandcastle, hosting tea parties. Hunger should never be an obstacle to growing up.
You can help end childhood hunger in your community by visiting feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear, call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
New pitcher on for Grove City is the freshman from Essex, Massachusetts, Kaz Ostrowski. Making his 5th appearance of the season, 1-2 record, ERA of .995. The first pitch to Dalen Artis is a strike at the belt, 0-1 on Dalen Artis. The right-hand hitting left fielder walked back in the first. Ostrowski, the breaking ball, swing and a miss. Now 0-2. So Bryce Trischler, 1 2/3. He is responsible for the runner at third. That is Woodward. 0-2. Breaking ball fouled off the plate, and it remains 0-2 on Dylan Artis. Grove City will have Durbin, Reyes, Luco due in the bottom half of the second. Wolverines down 4-0. Chatham looking to add on. The 0-2 from Ostrowski. Misses away, 1-2. Ostrowski deals that one high, 2-2 now from the righty.
Interesting pitch sequence there, really pounding the outer half of the plate and then decides to go high inside. Well, actually above the zone, but on the inner half of the plate.
2-2. Foul on the first base side. And it remains 2-2 on Angelo DeLenartis. DeLenartis, the senior from Knock. Just down the road. Knock boys basketball team had a historic season, winning the District 7 title. 2-2. Bounces in there 3-2, and triple overtime loss to North Catholic in the state playoffs. Good friend Scott Briggs, no relation, but he's the voice of the Knock Knights. 3-2. Driven out to left center. David Chandler will go over and make the catch, and that will end the inning. But Chatham strikes for 4. Cougars score 4 runs, 3 hits, 1 error, and 1 left. Through 1 1/2 innings at Jack Behringer Field, it's Chatham 4, Grove City 0. You're watching or listening to Grove City College Baseball on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your basement. There's a pair of overalls that overall you're not so into anymore. A perfectly good laptop that hasn't sat in your lap in months. And even more stuff, but still no jobs? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed, and they're the stuff inside your stuff. Even inside that winter coat that moved with you to Phoenix. Our job is to unlock those jobs, and it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs. Find your nearest donation center at goodwill.org. A message from Goodwill and the Ad Council.
Cason Bennett back up on the hill for Chatham. Staked to a 4-0 lead in the bottom of the second. He'll face Callan Durbin, Johnny Reyes, and Dan Luco in the Grove City order. Wind's starting to pick up a little bit here at Jack Behringer Field. On a temperature in high 40s, around 50. Gonna be a warm one tomorrow, into the 70s, and then the March weather returns back in the 30s on Monday. Great baseball weather, huh, boys? A couple of the Chatham guys here with the clipboard and radar gun behind us. Callan Durbin will lead off, left-hand hitting second baseman. Slightly open stance, and the first pitch is bounced back through the box, ranging to his left and making the play as a shortstop, Rueda, on the second base side of the bag, and Durbin is out number 1. And that'll bring up the DH, Johnny Reyes. Reyes, who may catch game 2. He's made 11 starts this year. Reyes hitting .386. No home runs, 9 runs batted in. Does have 7 doubles. Right-hand hitting catcher from Hubbard, Ohio, just on the other side of the state line. Bennett winds and deals. And breaking balls in for a strike, 0-1 on Reyes. One. Rolled on the left side. Rueda ranging to his right, circles behind it, throwing over to first, and in time to retire Reyes. A couple of nice plays made this half inning by Rueda. 2 away for Dan Luco. Luco back in the lineup. He's hitting .474 this year, 9 of 19. Missed some time due to a cheek injury suffered down in Florida. But back, and Wolverines glad to have that bat back in the lineup. Righty batter, and Bennett's first pitch skips in for ball 1.
And a good presence as well to have in that middle of the order. Gone down relatively easy in this half inning.
1-0. Bennett winds and deals. And Luco takes that one for a strike on the inner half. 1-1. Ball and a strike on Luco. Outfield straight away. Normal depth. 1-1. Breaking ball in for a strike. Now 1-2. The corner infielders, Boehm at first, Baxter at third, are both behind the bag and hugging the lines. Fair amount of room up the middle. The 1-2. This one's poked over to second, and a diving grab made there on that humpback liner by Pollock, and that will end the inning. A very tidy second inning for Kaysen Bennett. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. Matthew will have the play-by-play in the third when we come back. Through 2. Chatham 4. Grove City nothing. This is Grove City College Wolverine Baseball.
My name is Bobby. I'm a veteran and lost my leg to a roadside bomb. My victory was going from a wheelchair to becoming a weightlifting champion.
I'm Sam. I'm a veteran. My victory was finding a career I can be proud of and supporting my family.
America's veterans are on their most important tour, the tour of their lives.
I'm a veteran. My victory was going from homeless to home.
At DAV, we're on a mission to help veterans get the benefits they've earned.
I'm a veteran, and my victory was finishing my education.
DAV offers veterans of all generations a lifetime of support for victories great and small.
My victory was proving that disability is not a limitation.
My victory was getting my service dog a new best friend.
We help more than 1 million veterans every year as they face and conquer their challenges.
My victory is being able to be there for my family.
When America's veterans win, we all win. Help us support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
Top of the third inning, about to get underway. And to bring you the play-by-play, here's Matthew.
Thank you, old Briggsy. Ostrowski back out there to start the third, put out the fire in the second, escaped with no runs in a dangerous situation with a runner on third. And to face him will be Caleb Jones. Jones is a senior from Moon Township, Pennsylvania, and Moon High School. Yet another lefty in this Chatham lineup. Now on to face the righty who deals. First pitch outside, but in for a strike. Sorry. Outer half of the plate, in for a strike, first pitch.
And it's your first pitch on play-by-play this year, too. No spring training for you.
Nope. Really good location, right on the edge of the zone. That time he missed high for a ball. One and one the count. Tried to loop one in, couldn't find the outer half of the plate. This next pitch fouled off behind us. Even count 2-2. And this one is hit. Looks like it'll just escape the infield and will be put away for out number one.
Yeah, Reinberger fighting the sun and breeze there to make that catch for the first out. And so far for Ostrowski, 2 batters faced, 2 outs.
And considering the previous pitching appearance and how hot these Chatham batters have been this season and to start this game, a good start for him out of the pen. First pitch to the new batter will be a strike. Your new batter, Cooper Baxter. Had a hit last time up. This next pitch will be a ball. Missed low that time with the off speed, and it's 2-1. That one, good catch to save it from going to the backstop, and now 3-1. Hitters count.
Looked like Ostrowski kind of overthrew that one a little bit, tried to get a little bit extra on it and lost the release point.
3-1, one away. Swing and a miss.
You saw the correction there. He kind of was able to just make the correction from one pitch to the next, and good sign to see from a young guy to be able to make that correction one pitch to the next and able to tie up Baxter.
Good zip on that one as well. Full count will be a ball high and a walk. As Baxter will take the walk to first base. Now bring up Nolan Boehm. Runner on first. The pitch scoops away, and the runner's going to take off. The throw down, and he is safe.
And ball skipped away. Reinberger was there, but the ball and Baxter both arrived at the bag at the same time, and it skipped away. Good backup by Durbin, but Baxter, like he did last inning, able to take an extra 90 feet on that pitch in the dirt.
Been aggressive when he's got his chances to be, and it's paid off. 1-0. Good hack at this one, fouled away to the left side. Evens up the count. Last time up for Boehm, he was hit by a pitch, and that was really started the rally for Chatham in the previous inning. Another pitch low, a ball, 2-1. Checks the runner and fires. Inside, nearly got him. And 3-1.
Of course, Boehm was hit on a 3-1 pitch in his first at bat as well. And Baxter was at second after a wild pitch, so the only difference, there were no outs last half inning, but things certainly lining up the same way in this half inning for the Cougars.
This one high, ball gets away, runner breaks for third, and there will be no throw in there. So not only did it in the previous inning, he does it twice here, advancing 2 bases, and now runners on the corners with only one man gone here in the top of the third. Pollock ready to dig in once more. Had a sacrifice bunt his last time up. First pitch of that bat is outside.
Of course, first and third, bottom of the order, a guy that handles the bat well. A lot of options for Chatham.
Loops it in, diving effort. And wow, look at that. Laying all out there and snagging it for the out.
Hit off the end of the bat. Rebish did a good job. He was cheating in a step or two. Didn't have as much range as he would normally. Did a nice job to flag down that one for a big second out. Now Ostrowski 1 out away from getting out of the jam.
A lot of guys in that situation would be happy if you just kept it in the infield, let alone made a spectacular diving catch.
Exactly.
And a big out as well, as that freezes the runners on first and third with 2 gone. First pitch to the new batter is outside for a ball. Fluman, the batter, had a 2 RBI double to right in his first at bat. And he gets under this one. Pop up would be in fair territory if it landed, but it was not easy catch, and that will do it. Despite a runner in scoring position, some long at bats, ultimately no runs. The game remains 4-0 Chatham. After 2 1/3, you're watching Wolverine baseball right here on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Great if life came with a remote control. You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest.
Uh-oh.
Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control.
Yikes!
So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Bennett out there to start the bottom of the 3rd inning. No runs allowed for him so far. He's allowed 1 walk and has struck out 1 batter.
He's certainly been very impressive so far. Good numbers coming in, and just again, you mentioned just the 1 base runner, the leadoff walk to Chandler, but strikeout and really not a lot of hard contact so far, as the Wolverines have 8, 9, and 1 due.
To go with only 21 pitches in those first 2.
If you can stay in that 10 to 12 pitch range per inning, especially game 1 of a doubleheader, he's not only being efficient with his pitching, but also very effective.
Absolutely. First pitch of the bottom of the 3rd inning will be outside, ball 1. First at bat of the game for Weber, as he will look at this one. Ball and a strike on him now. Two and one the count. Sam Weber, the junior from McKees Rocks, PA, and Montour High School. Another pitch in there for a strike, evens the count, 2 and 2.
So we said full slate of games in the PAC today. W&J out to a 5-0 lead at Geneva in game 1. All the doubleheaders started at 1 today.
This pitch, solid contact, but up in the air. This will stay in the infield. And easy catch there for the out. And so Rueda called everyone off and took it for himself. Now 3rd inning. 9-hole hitter up to bat as he will take a look at a strike. This is Reinberger, the freshman. He'll take a look at this one off the glove for a ball. Ball on the strike, evening up the count.
Shortstop's been an interesting situation for the Wolverines. Sam Meredith, starter last year, PAC Newcomer of the Year. He's been out due to injury.
Next pitch, sliced to the right and foul. Missed by about 5-6 feet off to the right side.
So then Raymond Steyer, who's a senior, and certainly he's done some pitching, he's played some middle infield. He was starting at short, then he was injured. So Adam Weber, who was playing at second base some, he slid over to short, and then with Reinberger at second, then they put Reinberger at short, so he's getting the start today.
And he will take a look at this one. He'll strike out looking. Second strikeout of the game for Bennett. And just like that, 2 runners gone for the Wolverines, and will finally swing around to the top of the order. As Chandler reached on the walk to begin Wolverines at bats, and just that one base runner in the game, and about been a sign of how this Wolverines offense has really yet to get going. Ball and a strike so far. Left-handed batter facing the righty, who kicks and fires. Ground to first, takes a funny hop off the grass dirt mixture, and it will be an out to retire the side. So 3 up, 3 down for the Wolverines, who have scored nothing through 3. 4-0 to the Cougars, who will be up to bat to start the top of the 4th right here on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Valvoline Express, carrying car wash of Grove City. Drive in, drive out, it's that easy. We'll check your oil, check your fluids, and get you clean. Fast, friendly service for cars, trucks, and SUVs. Wiper blades or filters, check your tire pressure. Locally owned, nationally loved.
Ken Frenchak here from the Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash of Grove City. Fall. Leaves are changing. Why not get a jump start on the season and get the oil changed in your vehicle? We have your grade of Valvoline oil regardless of your gas or diesel engine. We stock most air filters and windshield wiper blades. So don't forget, we offer 2 automatic car washes along with 2 self-serve bays. Stop by to have your car run and look great. You can go anywhere for an oil change, but you come to us for the experience.
Valvoline Express, carrying car wash of Grove City. Drive in, drive out, it's that easy.
Fourth inning here at Grove City's Jack Behringer Field. Ryan Briggs and Matthew Perucker with you. Quick look at the PAC scoreboard. As we said, W&J up on Geneva 5-0 in the third. Westminster leads Franciscan 4-2 in the fourth. St. Vincent and Bethany are scoreless in the fourth. And Allegheny leads Waynesburg University 4-0 in the third. Hiram out to a 6-0 lead on Teal in the third. And we go to the top of the fourth. Chatham on top. And top of the order for the Cougars, back to Matthew.
Thanks for the score update from around the PAC. Now back to this game. Ostrowski came in relief in the second, is still pitching now into the fourth. As the first pitch of the inning is a ball. This pitch fouled off. Now the top of the order for Chatham. 1 for 2 on the day for Brant with an RBI double as part of the Cougars' 4-run outburst in the second. As he'll take a look at a strike. One and 2 count. Ostrowski looking to finish him off. Swing and a miss, big swing, but fanned on it. And a strikeout for Ostrowski. See his first punch out of the game. And with that, we'll bring up Hayden Woodward. He reached on an error and walked so far in this game. One and no count. That finds the bottom of the zone for a strike, 1-1. Woodward entered today with the highest batting average on the Chatham team. Be a soft rolling ball bouncing around the third base line, but it'll roll foul.
Of course, Ostrowski on in relief of the starter, Bryce Trischler. The line for Trischler, 1 2/3 innings, 3 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 2 walks, and a strikeout. And right now he is the pitcher of record for Grove City here in the top of the 4th.
One and two count on Woodward, who swings and will foul this one off.
Back down towards the softball field. Grove City softball team was scheduled to be at Teal today, but field conditions, they've postponed it to Tuesday, which means that Grove City's home opener will now be Wednesday against W&J.
And back-to-back strikeouts. An excellent start of the inning for Ostrowski. And with the top 2 of the order sent down via the punch-out, Ray is going to look to make amends and try to keep this inning alive. First pitch will be looked at for a ball. He has struck out and hit a sac fly. This one is hit on foul, heading down toward the police department. He sets, and Ostrowski to pitch. Good contact, lined out toward right, and puts the squeeze on that, and that will do it. So 1, 2, 3 goes Chatham. Now Wolverines looking to respawn down 4-0 as we conclude the top of the 4th. So
1955, the President's Athletic Conference is regarded as one of the elite NCAA Division III conferences in the nation. Comprised of 12 private institutions and 1 associate member, the PAC thrives in athletics and academics. Now sponsoring 24 varsity sports, the PAC remains unique in this day of high-pressure college athletics, with academics at the core of every program. With over 300 academic All-Americans and over 1,400 academic honor roll recipients with a 3.6 GPA or higher in the past year alone. Our student athletes excel in athletics as well as the classroom. Want to learn more? Visit us at pacathletics.org or follow us on social media.
Bottom of the 4th set to get underway. The Wolverines still looking for their first hit of the ball game as they trail 4-0 to Chatham. Chatham has 4 runs off 3 hits, 3 of them earned off Trischler, who exited the game in the 2nd. Ostrowski's done fine work in relief, but it's time for the bats to get going. Had ample time to warm up, and have gone through the order once with just 1 base runner to show for it. First pitch at the at-bat is a ball to Caleb Bankos, who grounded into a fielder's choice. And tried to move him up with the bunt, but got a little bit too much. And the first two pitches of the at-bat balls. Finds his own with that pitch, does Bennett, who's had a great start to this game. Next pitch, roped into right field for a base hit. It took a little while, but Grove City has its first hit of the ball game and a good way to start the bottom of the fourth.
Really, the first solid contact for the Wolverines. Bennett has done a good job, as I say, of missing bats. Everything's either been jam jobs or off the end of the bat. That time, Backus able to square up and get a solid single to right. So, second time in 4 innings that the Wolverines get the leadoff man on, and Colin Marin-Petro, he certainly is a guy that can cut this lead in half with one swing.
He certainly can, and will look to do just that. First pitch crushed to right field. Another base hit. Now advance the runner to third. Now runners on the corners for Grove City. And nobody out, as he didn't need to see too many pitches, just one, and back-to-back solid contact for the Wolverines.
Yeah, Marin-Petro coming in hitting .545 on the season. He was up over .560 for a while, so I guess he's cooled off a bit. Even 1 for 2 today. If you go 1 for 2 and your average goes down, it tells you you're having a heck of a year so far. But jumped on that one. Second time through, second look at Bennett, and now a chance here for the Wolverines to get on the board. First and third, one of their top run producers in Remish coming to the plate.
Yeah, the freshman Remis in a big spot here, trying to cut into this lead, as he'll take a look at the first pitch strike. Remis struck out to end the bottom of the first, as that probably saved a run. Good block on a pitch low and away, 1-1. This next pitch also outside. Brandt having to put in some work behind the plate.
Yeah, Bennett more or less had been in the rocking chair the first 3 innings, but a little bit of turbulence here in the fourth.
He deals. Soft contact away for a foul ball. Evens up 2-2. No runners out. First and third for the Wolverines. Ground ball. This will score a run. The throw over the first for the out. An RBI ground out. Will score Backus. And a 4-1 ball game.
And also gets Marin-Petro to second, as there was really would have been a tough turn for Rueda. Made the safe play to get the out over at first, but the Wolverines on the board and a runner in scoring position.
And for you take a look at Chatham's position right now, the Wolverines offense has really struggled early on. You have a pitcher who's been dealing. And why risk it when you're up 4 runs? Now you're up 3, and now the home run makes it a 1-run game, but Bennett's been on fire, and they're hoping it'll stay that way.
Now ahead of Durbin, 0-2. And exactly, you have the lead. Make the sure play. Don't add any fuel to the fire.
0-2 count. Looks and deals. That one's in play, left side of the infield, and it's caught shortstop. Rueda coming over to make the play. And now 2 outs for the Wolverines with Marin-Petro in scoring position at second. Pop up in the infield, of course, on the left side. By no means going to try to run on that. 2 outs. First pitch to Reyes is going to be in there for a strike. Grounded out his last time up. Now he's tasked with trying to keep the inning alive and move optimally, try to score Marin Petro from second. Bennett takes a breath, throws, swing and a miss, now 1-2. Bennett, the pitch. Contact drifting toward right field. And making the play is Woodward, and that will put an end to the Wolverine threat. But they do strike once. The RBI grounder from Remish gets the Wolverines on the board. It is 4-1 Chatham to end the bottom of the fourth. Ryan Briggs back with your play-by-play commentary to start the top of the fifth when we're back on the Wolverines Sports Network.
Ken Frenchak here from the Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash of Grove City. It's that time of year again. Buy one, get one free windshield wiper sale. You heard correct. VOGO windshield wiper sale with any of our Valvoline full-service oil change through the end of the year. So get ready for Old Man Winter today before he arrives. VOGO windshield wiper sale through December 31st. You can go anywhere for an oil change, but you come to us for the experience.
Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash of Grove City. Drive in, drive out. It's that easy.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
On to the fifth, middle third of the order due for Chatham. Dealing Artis, Jones, and Baxter. Cougars with a 4-1 lead. Kaz Ostrowski back up on the hill. Came on the second in relief and has kept the Cougars at bay. Grove City getting a run back in the last half inning. And Ostrowski's first pitch to Dealing Artis is low for a ball. He walked in the first, flew out to center in the second. So officially 0 for 1 today. Ostrowski working out of the stretch, sets the belt. This one chopped foul up the third base line. It's 1-1. The Grove City defense, it's Adam Weber doing the catching. Colin Marin Petro at first. Callan Durbin at second. Nick Remish at third with Kyle Reinberger at short. Dan Luco, David Chandler, Caleb Backus left to right on the outfield. And Kaz Ostrowski on the hill. Count 1-1 on Dylan Artis. Breaking ball doesn't break much, hangs inside 2-1. Grove City in the white jerseys, white pants, red numbers and letters, a little bit of black trim. Chatham in the purple, silver numbers and letters outlined in white gray pants. 2-1. On the outside corner now 2-2 on Dalen Artis. Outfield straight away, normal depth. 2-2, swing and a miss. Kaz Ostrowski picks up his third strikeout in the last 4 batters. One down for Caleb Jones, the DH. He's 0 for 2, grounded out to second in the first, popped to short in the third.
Some high heat for Ostrowski, and Dylan Artis just couldn't catch up to that one.
Lefty hitting Jones. This one's skied in foul territory, third base side. Remish near the track makes the catch, and quickly 2 away.
I think you see the difference, the energy on the defensive side for Grove City with Ostrowski coming in. Not only is he getting some strikeouts, he's also a lot less solid contact, a lot of weak fly balls, something like that. that has allowed this deficit to stay at 4 and now has allowed Grove City to get a run. Now, that's not because of the defense, but has kept the game within striking distance.
Yeah, starting to feel just a little bit of momentum swung to the Grove City side. Ostrowski's first pitch is a strike, 0-1 on Cooper Baxter. 1 for 1 with a walk and a run scored today. Singleton scored in the second, walked, and was stranded in the third, or at third in the third. 0-1. This is inside 1-1 in the third. Chatham had first and third with 1 down, a chance to add on to its 4-0 lead, but Pollock hit the soft liner to third, and then Fluman popped out to end the inning. The 1-1 bounces in. It's now 2-1. This one is hit out to deep right center field. Chandler on the run. He will pick it up on the warning track, and it's going to be Cooper Baxter with a 2-out double. He's on base for the 3rd time in the last 4 innings, and the first extra base hit allowed by Ostrowski puts Baxter at second with 2 away for Nolan Boehm. Boehm has been on twice today, hit by a pitch and scored in the second, walked in the third, so he's still looking for his first official at bat of the afternoon.
So the commentator's curse strikes once again, talking about how Ostrowski has limited solid contact and allowed a squared up double to reach the fence in center field.
I think Cooper Baxter might have a little bit more to do with that than what we said, but I know what you mean, Matthew. First pitch is away for a ball on the left-hand hitting Nolan Boehm. Baxter, pretty good speed out at second. Wide open stance for Boehm. 1-0 is a bit high, 2-0 now to Nolan Boehm. Grove City in the bottom of the 5th will have the bottom third of the order do Luco, Weber, and Reinberger. 2-0 in for a strike. It's now 2-1 to Boehm. Boehm from Gateway. Chatham with a pretty good Western Pennsylvania flavor on the team. 2-1 strike at the knees, now 2-2, but also a lot of Virginia, Ohio as well, so not exclusively Western PA, so a pretty good blend, but certainly doing well recruiting Pittsburgh area and the surrounding counties. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away in the 5th. Pitch from Ostrowski. Foul on the third base side. Good news from up in the Grove City College Arena. The Grove City volleyball team earns a 3-1 win over Geneva, taking the 4th set 25-22. So good win for Brett Heckathorn's team on Alumni Day, evening the season series with the GTs. Moving closer to wrapping up a tournament berth in the PAC. 2-2, another foul off the screen on the third base side. Grove City volleyball team, the men go to Bethany on Tuesday. And their home finale will be on Easter weekend, April 4th, 11 a.m. with Hiram. Boehm, lefty batter, in the middle of the box. Another 2-2. That one splits the plate in half, called strike 3. A pair of strikeouts in the 5th for Ostrowski, and that'll end the inning. For Chatham, no runs. 1 hit, the Baxter double. He's left at second, and there were no errors. Halfway home in game 1. It's Chatham 4, Grove City 1, right here on the Wolverine Sports Network.
My name is Bobby. I'm a veteran and lost my leg to a roadside bomb. My victory was going from a wheelchair to becoming a weightlifting champion.
I'm Sam. I'm a veteran. My victory was finding a career I can be proud of and supporting my family.
America's veterans are on their most important tour, the tour of their lives.
I'm a veteran. My victory was going from homeless to home.
At DAV, we're on a mission to help veterans get the benefits they've earned.
I'm a veteran, and my victory was finishing my education.
DAV offers veterans of all generations a lifetime of support. for victories great and small.
My victory was proving that disability is not a limitation.
My victory was getting my service dog a new best friend.
We help more than 1 million veterans every year as they face and conquer their challenges.
My victory is being able to be there for my family.
When America's veterans win, we all win. Help us support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
Middle of the 5th inning, Chatham with a 4-1 lead. Cougars scored 4 times in the top of the 2nd. Grove City getting one back in the bottom of the 4th. Grove City will have Dan Luco, Adam Weber, and Kyle Reinberger due up against Kaysen Bennett. Bennett has needed 50 pitches to get through the first 4 innings today. Ran into a little bit of trouble last half inning, but was able to clean up the mess, retiring the last 3 men. Dan Luco to lead off. Hit a humpback liner to second to close out the 2nd inning. Right-hand hitting junior from Franklin Regional. He chops the first one foul. It's 0-1. High 1-1. Bennett deals. That one misses low. 2-1 now. Game 1 of 2 today. We'll, of course, have game 2 later today as well here on the Wolverines Sports Network, as well as the PAC Digital Network. 2-1 is a breaking ball that Frisbee's in there for a strike. 2-2 at the belt. Lashed foul by Luco. Luco, part-time starter DH and left field last year, getting the start in left field today. Missed some time due to a cheek injury suffered down in Florida. 2-2, bounces in 3-2. Luco 9 for 20 at the plate this year. That's a .450 average.
You can see that average based on how patient he's been, specifically in this at-bat. And faced some tough pitches.
Bennett winds and deals, 3-2. Hit out towards right center. And racing into the right center gap to make the catch is Fluman, who covered a lot of ground. That ball slicing away from him, but Luco, after a 7-pitch at bat, is retired for out number 1. That'll bring up Adam Weber. Weber, the Wolverine catcher, number 8 hitter, popped out the short, leading off the 3rd.
Good read, too, by Fluman. He had to know where that was going right away. And as you mentioned, had a long way to go to get there and caught it in stride.
First pitch to Weber, misses the zone, 1-0. And you always hear about how important that first step and getting the jump, getting the read is. And Fluman flawless there. The 1-0 misses away, 2-0. Fluman made a difficult play look relatively routine.
Absolutely, yeah.
2 balls and no strikes on Adam Weber. And he takes that one on the outside corner for strike 2-1. Weber, you look at the batting average coming in at 176, but he's been hitting the ball hard, just hasn't had a whole lot of luck. 2-1 chopped foul, third base side. He's bulked up. Just look at him, just tell he spent some time in the weight room, and the hits are going, he'll get his hits. Keep hitting the ball hard.
And that's how baseball is. You'll have those stretches, and he's had to start the season.
And we know our video was the GoPro's acting up here. It's 3-2. We'll look to get that figured out. I don't know why it's doing that. But you can listen to the audio for a moment. 3-2. That hits Weber, and he'll reach with 1 out. That'll bring up Reinberger, who struck out looking last inning.
The video's still out, but if you were able to see that, he nearly went at that pitch that hit him, checked his swing, I believe got him in the wrist. Reinberger the bat, squares the bunt. And he doesn't pull back in time, 0-1. Weber at first after being hit by a pitch. Grounded to second. On to second for one, on to first. Not in time. So fielder's choice keeps the inning going. 2 outs. Reinberger is leading off first. As now goes back up to the top of the order for Chandler. 0 for 1 with a ground out, but he had walked to lead off the game for the Wolverines. 0-1. The pitch high and away. The ball and a strike. Checks the runner and fires. That is inside, just off the plate. 2-1.
We'll get the video back in short order. We apologize. I'm not sure what the issue is, but get the inning break here. And this one punched down the left field line. It's a fair ball. Chandler going the other way. Reinberger rounds second. He slides into third, and it's a stand-up double for David Chandler. And the Wolverines have runners at second and third here with 2 down.
That one sliced, and you thought for a moment maybe it'll slice enough to go foul, but landed a couple feet in play. And after changing and going to the bench to get his gloves for running, he'll retake second. Runners on second and third. And the man at the plate is Backos. 1 for 2 on the day. And he scored as he sends a ground ball. Good play at first. Throw on to the pitcher covering for the out, and that will end the danger. 2 runners in scoring position for the Wolverines, though none come across. It is still 4-1. After 5, we'll bring you back coverage right here on the Wolverines Sports Network right after this.
You can't escape a traffic jam. Know what else you can't escape? Seasonal allergies. And you might think you can avoid that coffee stain until... Oh, really? You can't escape a lot of things in life, but you can escape prediabetes. Prediabetes captures 1 in 3 adults. There are usually no signs of prediabetes. In fact, most people don't even know they have it. But with early diagnosis, you can change the outcome and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Take action by taking the 1-minute risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. You might not be able to escape having this song stuck in your head, but you can escape prediabetes. Go to doihaveprediabetes.org today. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.
Still trying to work on the video difficulties. This will be audio only for the moment. Hope to get that back to you soon. On the mound is still Ostrowski. He has gone 3 innings, thrown 50 pitches, and allowed no runs. He's also struck out 3. As he's kept the Cougars to only the 4 they managed to score in the top of the second. As up to bat for Chatham is Zane Pollock. He's had a sacrifice, a ground out, and a fly out. And he quickly finds himself down 0-2. Strowski sets, fires away. 0-2 pitch, looking for a chase in the dirt. Count now 1-2. Couldn't find the zone on that pitch high. Evens it up now, 2-2. Crouch stance for Pollock. As he looks at a pitch high and away, and now a full count. Count started 0-2. He's worked his way back, did Pollock. Payoff pitch. Fouled away, off to the right side. Another 3-2 pitch incoming. And caught the corner. Great location. Strike out. Strowski gets his 4th of the game. He finds a call he likes, and the pitch bounces, skipping in the dirt in front of home plate. 1-0. This one on a line, gets over to second baseman and down for a base hit. So Devin Fluman that time got some good contact and poked it over to second baseman Durbin. Now a man aboard for Chatham with one gone. Here in the top of the 6th. And with that, that will go to the top of the Chatham order. And Matt Brandt has a pretty eventful game. Just one hit out of 3 at-bats, but had an RBI double. He's also struck out and flown out. And is behind 0-1. Pretty conservative lead for Fluman on out from first. So Strowski gets the sign and will throw this one outside. It is 1-1. Tried the top corner and missed. And a quick check over to first. Back to it, sets and fires. And some good contact out to left. Back goes Luco, makes the play, throwing it in. Fluman faked like he was going to try to take off for a second, but pulled it back. And now 2 gone for Chatham. And now Hayden Woodward will step up to the plate. He has walked, reached on an error, and struck out. 0 for 2 on the day for him. Strowski takes a breath and throws. Runner goes. And had a little trouble getting it out of his glove. Trying to catch him at second did Weber. And now allow him to reach. You've seen Fluman's speed when he made a racing play for an out in the previous inning. So now he steals second. Ball in the dirt. Weber threw his mask off, waiting to see if Fluman would try to take third, but he didn't. 1-1 count. Pitch from Ostrowski. Low and away. Count now 2-1. Just as it looked like Grove City might have an easy top of the sixth, Chatham being resilient. Now throw back to second, and he is in there safely. Grove City dugout thought they picked them off. It's Fluman now dancing off second. Ostrowski will step off the mound for his disengagement. 2-1 count, 2 away. Ostrowski checking the runner multiple times. He'll throw back again. And back in there safely. Count still 2-1. Ostrowski waits and now delivers. Ground to third. And it gets by. This could score a run. And it does. Coming home is Fluman. And an RBI single for Woodward. It's one of those where it could be a hit or an error depending on the score, but had some serious zip. Was able to get over the glove of Remish at third. And the first run in the game allowed for Ostrowski. Who has gone 4 innings in relief. Game now 5-1, and it looks like he'll get out of this one as a fly out to middle left field, and Luco's there to put it away for the final out of the frame. So Chatham hadn't scored since the second, where they put up 4. Now they put up the 5th here in the top of the 6th to give Chatham a 5-1 advantage, which they will take into the bottom half of the 6th inning. Wolverines looking to strike back. And we'll see what happens right here on the Wolverines Sports Network.
When is the best time to talk to your family about staying in touch during a disaster? When floodwaters reach your door? When wildfires are engulfing the edge of your neighborhood? Or an earthquake is destroying buildings? When a tornado is tearing through town? Or a hurricane strikes? Or is the best time perhaps today? During a disaster, you may not be able to stay in touch with your family or friends as easily as you think. And it's not always as simple as using your cell phone. That's why now is the time to take action. Go to ready.gov/communicate and make your emergency plan today. Don't wait. Communicate. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Marin, Petro, Remish, and Durbin in the bottom of the 6th. Time starting to become a factor. Wolverines have just 1 run off 3 hits in this game. Chatham has scored 5 runs from 6 as the first pitch skips away from the catcher for ball 1. Aaron Petro has one of those 3 hits in the game as he skies this one out to center field. And under it is Fluman, who scored the RBI in the last inning to put it away for the opening out of the bottom of the 6th. So the top 3 of the order for Grove City, Chandler Backos and Aaron Petro, each are responsible for a hit. The bottom 6 for Grove City has not reached base. Out the bat is Remish. He has a ground out that brought in a run, the only run for Grove City. As he swings and misses at that one for a strike. Now count 1-2. Bennett still on the mound for Chatham. 1-2 counts, pitch high, nearly hit Remish, but he ducked out of the way. The pitch, 2 strikes. Pitch not relatively competitive, far enough away to not warrant a swing, 3-2. Good battle here as that one is away. And a 3-2 count and a walk for Remish. Now due up for the Wolverines is Durbin. Kalen Durbin, 2 at-bats so far. He has grounded out and he flew out. Aaron Petro flew out to center to begin the bottom of the 6th. So 1 runner gone. Wolverines have a man at first. Bennett, the throw in, finds the edge of the zone for a strike. Checking the runner, coming back. The pitch drops into the zone off speed for a strike. Now count 0-2 on Durbin. Modest lead for Remish at first. The pitch outside. Count now 1-2. Bennett checks the runner once again. And then releases, skipping in the dirt, blocked, taking off for second. He's going to get there without a throw. As Brandt, nice work to prevent the ball from going to the backstop, but couldn't control the rebound off his chest protector. And off the wild pitch, that will advance the runner to second. So a free 90 feet for the Wolverines. Now can they take advantage? Bennett the pitch. Ripped into the gap. That'll be enough to score a run. Be an RBI single, and the Wolverines now have their second run of the game. It is 5-2 Chatham. Reyes now up to bat for Grove City after Durbin's RBI single to right center. As he'll take a look at the ball. Next pitch in there for a strike. Wolverines take advantage of a runner in scoring position, but they're not done yet. Man on first, one away. Pitch misses low for a ball, 2-1. Bennett checks the runner at first, throws, and it'll drop in there. Pitch off speed near the top half of the zone for a strike. Reyes, the designated hitter, has had a ground out and a fly out in this game as they look at a pitch high and away. And full count, 3-2. Payoff pitch incoming, one away. And a swing and a miss, Fanning on that one and striking out. Big punch out there in this game. And now 2 away. For Grove City's Dan Luco, who has had 2 flyouts so far, gets some drive into this one. Deep, back, and gone. We were waiting for the bats to come alive, and they have in the bottom of the 6th a 2-run homer to left center field, and it is now just a 1-run ball game. Luca's gotten some decent contact in this game with his flyouts, but just couldn't quite get it all the way. He sure did that time, and now 3 runs for the Wolverines in the bottom of the 6th, and it's time for a conference at the mound. As Kason Bennett has been fantastic in this game up to this point, and his day will be done. So pitching chains will be incoming for Chatham. But for Grove City, 3 runs in this inning. The 2 RBI shot for Luca the latest, but before that, an RBI for Durbin. After a wild pitch, advanced Remish to second. So new pitcher in the game for Chatham. Number 36, Ethan Botkin. He has 4 appearances, 2 saves in 7 2 2/3 innings pitched. Has allowed 2 hits, a walk, and has struck out 7. And as the guy for Chatham, he won in this game, protecting a 1-run advantage. As he's done with his warm-up pitches now. And bases clear following the home run for Adam Weber. So Weber was hit by a pitch, but before that he had a flyout. Count 0-1. Next pitch Swing and a miss for strike two. And a grounder to second. And it bobbles it, throw over, still gets him for the out. So after bobbling it, Pollock able to recover and retire Weber to end the inning. So a productive inning to say the least for Grove City. 3 runs come across to score. It is a 5-4 game. Action heating up here as Chatham will hope to add some runs back to increase the advantage to where it was. We'll see when that, if or when that happens in the top of the 7th.
Put your phone on D&D, that means do not disturb when you're driving. And when you're going from point A to B, I need you to stay safe, please, so always sing with me. So put your phone on D&D, that means do not disturb when you're driving. And when you're going from point A to B, I need you to stay safe, please, so always remember this beat.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Matthew Parker, Ryan Briggs with you for coverage of the season opener here for the President's Athletic Conference.
And we do have the video back. We apologize it was gone for about an inning and a half, 2 innings, but it's opening day for us too. And sometimes, we have our setup here is at times rather Spartan. So we have to, sometimes when things don't go well, it's not necessarily an easy fix. We did have audio. You're able to follow along. Good job with Matthew. And Matthew will have the 7th inning play-by-play.
All right, thank you. Now back in for the top of the 7th. Chatham, a 1-run lead, 5-4. Ostrowski still pitching for Grove City as he begins his 5th inning of work. One-0 count. His next pitch is outside the zone. Count 2-0. Dalen Artis takes a look at this one. Count now 3-1. He has walked, struck out, and also flew out. That time he'll draw his 2nd walk of the game. First man to bat, or to make a play appearance, in the top of the 7th, gets on base. And after that, they'll bring up Caleb Jones, who has had a ground out and 2 flyouts. And now conference time at the mound.
The pitching line for the Chatham starter, Cason Bennett, 5 2/3 innings, 5 hits allowed, 4 runs all earned, 3 strikeouts and 2 walks. He is in line for the win, however, if Chatham can hang on to this 5-4 lead, and Cougars getting the leadoff walk as they look to answer. There is activity in the Grove City bullpen. It's like the couple of guys may be getting loose. Our view a little bit obscured, but there's a lefty up for sure. Matt Royer convening the infield, but Kaz Ostrowski today out of the bullpen so far. 4 1/3 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, 5 strikeouts, and 3 walks. He's really done a good job of stemming the tide after Chatham jumped on top 4-0. Has kept Grove City within striking distance. Now the Wolverines are within a run at 5-4, but middle of this Chatham order do as the Cougars looking to answer.
Always a difficult part of the lineup to deal with. And he'll have to navigate a runner on, no outs. Strowski, pitch low and away. 1-0. Strowski checking the runner at first. Pretty large secondary lead. For Dalen Artis as the pitch results in a strike. Count 1-1. And a look over the first. Dalen Artis back in there safely. The 1-1 pitch is low outside. Or sorry, inside, 1-2.
Update.
1-2 count. Runner goes. Throw to second in time and got him. You had the feeling Dalen Artis was going to try to swipe second, but a good throw from the catcher and good glove work at second.
Yeah, Dalen Artis now 8 for 10 in stolen bases this year, leading the team in steals and attempts, but Weber gunned him down and Reinberger there to put on the tag. Wasn't necessarily a pitch out, but it was like a pitch out, and Weber guns it down.
The next pitch fouled away. Count now 2-2.
Update Grove City Women's Lacrosse, 14-10. Wolverines leading at W&J, 2:25 to go in the fourth quarter. That would be a big win for the Wolverines down at Alexandre Stadium. Looking for win number 6 in a row and a 2-0 week in conference play.
Back now to this game. The pitch just outside. Now 3-2. Bases empty, 3-2 count. Jones awaits. Here's the pitch. Gets under this one. That floats back behind us. Foul. Steps out of the box to reset himself. Now back in. As the pitch this time is high and ball 4.
You wonder if fatigue's starting to factor in for Ostrowski now. 87 pitches, season high for him. The back-to-back walks here. He's certainly done yeoman's work today, but just the command, the control starting to get away from him a little bit here as Cooper Baxter, who's been a real problem for the Wolverines today, on base all 3 times, will stand in.
And although he was not the starter, he certainly acted like one, both in pitches and in the amount of innings he's been able to go.
It's almost like it wasn't intentional, but it was like sometimes you see at the major league level an opener, and then with the bulk guy. Ostrowski's been the bulk guy. And, Bryce Trishler struggled today, and he's been off to a little bit of a tough start in 2026, but he's honorable mention All-PAC last year. He's a guy, he's going to get dialed in and be fine as the season goes on. But now freshmen here like Ostrowski coming on, this league opener, pitching well, certainly bolstering a pitching staff that is in a bit of transition.
So a check swing. Home umpire saying he went, and it is 1-2. Runner at first, the pitch outside. Count now evens up 2-2. Jones, the runner at first. A 2-strike pitch. In there. Got him. Strike 3. Pitch froze him on the inner half of the plate. And another strikeout from Ostrowski.
6 strikeouts now for Ostrowski, and Baxter retired for the first time today. Always good to be on the other side of him, and if you can be efficient, get Boehm here. Maybe you don't have to deal with Baxter later. Come around in the 9th again.
The lefty open stance is Boehm. Swings at the first pitch, a chopper. And glove there at second, and that will end it. So Chatham had a couple runners on, but couldn't advance them to second. As no runs in this inning for the Cougars. We'll go to the Wolverines in the bottom half of the inning. It is Chatham 5, Grove City 4, right here on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Mama, what does the chicken say?
Chicken. Oh, okay.
When the wolf?
Oh, a wolf.
Ooh! What about the tiny dog? Cat? Owl? Dolphin? What does the turkey say? Whale?
Whale sound.
Do the giraffe.
Giraffe, really? Okay. Giraffe.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are buckled correctly in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right.
Visit NHTSA.gov/the right seat.
Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
After retiring the last batter in the previous inning, Botkin on to pitch in the bottom of the 7th. Pressure situation for sure. Late inning, 1-run lead for him to protect. He'll face Grove City's end of the order batter, leading off for Grove City, Kyle Reinberger. Check swing, sort of like a bunt, but up with the second, an easy play for the out.
He has a check swing roller on the right side, but Reinberger running well and able to make that play a little bit more interesting but than Pollock probably would have liked, but Pollock able to charge and make the play. And 2 up, 2 down against Botkin. As you said, appearance number 5 for him, a couple of saves, and looking to protect this 1-run lead.
First pitch swinging here. Will go out foul to the left side. So 0-1. Pitch outside on Chandler. 1 for 2 on the day with a double. He has also walked. And swing and missing, and now to count 1-2. The windup and the pitch. Grounded to second, takes a big skip of a hop, but played there nicely, and a throw over the first for the out. Couple of plays for Pollock over there at second, and has played both of them well.
And all 3 men that Botkin has faced have been retired 4-3.
After Chandler gone, the next batter for Grove City is Caleb Bacos, who gets hit by the first pitch he sees and will trot over the first base.
And if you're Chatham, not what you want to be doing with Colin Barron-Petro looming on deck, a guy who 3 home runs this year, hitting over 500 coming in, 1 for 3 today, but a guy who can quickly reverse the lead.
Botkin sets, throws, nearly hit 2 consecutive batters, but missed him, but also missed the plate inside, ball 1. Lead for Backus at first. That pitch is in there for a strike.
Well, Watkin, with the off speed, his changeup, he does have good. It's a very noticeable differential. He does a good job disguising it, but he can get you out front on that off speed pitch.
Attacking the lower half of the zone. It's going to be another strike. Now 1-2. 2 outs. Botkin trying to get out of the inning. The swinger there, bouncing ball. Throw over the first for the out. Be 6-3 to put an end to it. So Grove City gets a man on, but can't really do much else. As no runs come across, no errors. And the 1 hit by pitch. And I'll end the 7th. Your score, Chatham 5, Grove City 4 on the Wolverine Sports Network.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies, because when people don't have to worry about where their next meal is coming from, they can truly thrive, like Marta.
And now we'll hear from our class valedictorian, who with our hard work never ceases to amaze us. Please welcome Marta Moreno.
And Alex.
Hey, Alex, how did the interview go?
I did it! I got the job! I can't believe it!
I knew it. Let's meet up later to celebrate.
And Diego.
Mom! I got first place at the science fair with my volcano project.
That's amazing, sweetie. Congratulations.
Because when people are fed, futures are nourished, and everyone deserves to live a full life. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/actnow. feedingamerica.org/actnow. A public service announcement brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
We go to the 8th inning. Chatham with 8-9 and 1 due. Pollock, Fluman, Brandt, 5-4 Cougars with the lead. Kaz Ostrowski back out to begin inning number 8. Ostrowski today is pitched 5 1/3 out of the bullpen, and the first one is fouled off by Pollock. He is 0 for 2 with a sacrifice today. Had the sacrifice bunt, which was a big play in that 4-run second inning for Chatham. Lined out to third in the 3rd, and then struck out looking in the 6th. So he's 0 for 2 against Ostrowski. 0-1 bounces in. It's 1-1. Ostrowski, 54 strikes, 41 balls in his relief outing today. This game 1 of 2 here at Jack Behringer Field. 1 run. The 1-1 runs inside, 2-1. Update on that women's lacrosse game. Grove City has closed it out, 16-11, your final. 4 goals and 5 assists for Taylor Blythe today. This one's skied out to left. Dan Luco has it measured. He'll make the catch for out number 1. That'll bring up Devin Fluman, the number 9 batter. He is 2 for 3 today with a couple of runs scored. 2-run double in the 2nd, singled and scored in the 6th. Also has a pop out to 3rd on his ledger today.
He's had a really good game. He's been involved both on offense and on defense.
A couple nice plays out in center field. First pitch from Ostrowski is high and tight on the left-hand hitting center fielder. Fluman coming in, hitting .205. Bunts that one foul over the third base dugout. 1-1 on Fluman. Matt Brandt waiting on deck.
Really be nice to turn the order back to get your leadoff hitter a chance to do some damage.
Ball and a strike. That one inside, 2-1 now on Fluman. Remish off the line at third. Marin Petra behind the bag at first. 2-1, sliced foul on the third base side again. Temperatures inched up into the low 50s today. It was sunny at the beginning, more clouds than sun right now, but all things considered, not a bad day. Ostrowski set at the belt. 2-2. This one's lined up the middle of the base hit. Fluman 3 for 4 today. And I'll take it back to the top of the order for Brandt, who was 1 for 4 with a double today. Fluman's certainly a threat to run. He's 3 for 4 but in steals this year, but good speed. And now time requested from the Grove City dugout, and might be the end of the afternoon for Kaz Ostrowski, as we see Matt Royer making his way out from the third base dugout, and Wolverine pitcher emerging from the dugout as well. And indeed, it will be the end of the day for Kaz Ostrowski. But what a job Ostrowski did today. Wolverines needed some length. He provided, and he's kept Grove City in it. It's 5-4 Chatham with the lead. We'll come back with more 8th inning action after this on the Wolverines Sports Network.
Valvoline Express, Karen Car Wash of Grove City. Drive in, drive out, it's that easy. Check your oil, check your fluids, and get you clean. Fast, friendly service for cars, trucks, and SUVs. Wiper blades or filters, check your tire pressure. Locally owned, nationally known.
Ken Frenchak here from the Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash of Grove City. Fall. Leaves are changing. Why not get a jump start on the season and get the oil changed in your vehicle? We have your grade of Valvoline oil regardless of your gas or diesel engine. We stock most air filters and windshield wiper blades. So don't forget, we offer 2 automatic car washes along with 2 self-serve bays. Stop by to have your car run and look great. You can go anywhere for an oil change, but you come to us for the experience.
Valvoline Express, Karen Car Wash of Grove City. Drive in, drive out, it's that easy.
Founded in 1955, the President's Athletic Conference is regarded as one of the elite NCAA Division III conferences in the nation. Comprised of 12 private institutions and 1 associate member, the PAC thrives in athletics and academics. Now sponsoring 24 varsity sports, the PAC remains unique in this day of high-pressure college athletics, with academics at the core of every program. With over 300 academic All-Americans and over 1,400 academic honor roll recipients with a 3.6 GPA or higher in the past year alone. Our student-athletes excel in athletics as well as the classroom. Want to learn more? Visit us at pacathletics.org or follow us on social media.
Pitching change for Grove City. The new pitcher is the left-hander Wyatt Hobson, the rookie from Middletown, Maryland, and his first pitch to Brandt is outside for a ball. Hobson making his 5th appearance of the season, no record. The 1-0 is on the outside corner for a strike, 1-1. Runner at first is Fluman. Decent lead held on by Marin Petro. And the throw over to first and back easily is Fluman. Fluman 3 steals and 4 attempts on the season. This game 1 of 2 today here at Jack Behringer Field. Second one will start about probably 35 to 40 minutes after the conclusion of game 1. 1-1 as a breaking ball catches the top of the zone. Now 1-2.
Fluman's lead's looking pretty large out there. See why I made the throw over to him earlier, especially that secondary lead. He's looking to see if he can find a pattern, but it's hard going against the lefty.
1-2, swing and a miss. The pitch in the dirt. Runner on the move. Throw down and in time. Weber guns it down. Fluman out 2-6. So a strike him out, throw him out, double play to end the inning. So Wyatt Hobson comes in, faces one man, and gets 2 outs. How about that for a daily double? For Chatham, no runs, a hit, no errors, and nobody left. Through 7.5 innings at Jack Behringer Field, it's Chatham 5, Grove City 4. We'll be back with more after this on the Wolverine Sports Network.
You can't escape a traffic jam. Know what else you can't escape? Seasonal allergies. And you might think you can avoid that coffee stain until... Oh, really? You can't escape a lot of things in life, but you can escape prediabetes. Prediabetes captures 1 in 3 adults. There are usually no signs of prediabetes. In fact, most people don't even know they have it. But with early diagnosis, you can change the outcome and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Take action by taking the 1-minute risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. You might not be able to escape having this song stuck in your head, but you can escape prediabetes. Go to doihaveprediabetes.org today. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.
Strike him out, throw him out, double play for Grove City to close out the top of the 8th. Now Grove City will look to push across the tying run. Remish, Durbin, Reyes, 4, 5, and 6 in the Grove City order, facing Ethan Botkin, who came on in relief in the 6th. Botkin winds and deals. The first pitch to Remish is a strike at the belt. Remish 0 for 2 with a walk and a run batted in today. Oh, 1 misses. And the count even on the freshman third baseman from Methacton High School out in the Philadelphia metro area. This one driven out towards left center field, and it's going to get down for extra bases. Fluman up with it on the warning track. Remish will cruise into second with a leadoff double. The tying run in scoring position with nobody out. Remish, who's been off to a great start here in his rookie season, doubles. First hit of the afternoon. It'll bring up the second baseman, Callan Durbin. He's 1 for 3. He got things going in the 6th inning with a run-scoring single. Grounded out to short in the 2nd, popped to short in the 4th, and that single in the 6th. And now everybody's going to get together on the third base side. Head coach Matt Royer in the third base box. Assistant coach Ryan Kalfas in the first base box. He'll come over. Callan Durbin is there, the batter. Runner comes over, and Johnny Reyes, the on-deck hitter, he's going to turn his ear into the huddle as well. And then we're going to have a visit from the first base dugout. Chatham will convene as well. So the wheels are turning in the bottom of the 8th here with Grove City down a run.
A really fluid, nice swing from Remish, putting that ball, able to skip into the fence. And you're just trying to get a run, find a way to get this run across. It's important to make sure everyone's on the same page for both sides. For Grove City, how do we do it? For Chatham, how do we stop it?
Exactly. And with Durbin, a left-hand batter, nothing else. He's looking to hook a ball to that right side and get Remish to third with 1 out. Durbin, 1 for 3 today. Third baseman Baxter's in on the grass. Durbin swinging away, skies it in foul territory, first base side, and it is going to be caught by Boehm in foul territory. And that is not what the Wolverines were looking for, exactly what Chatham was looking for. The out, 1 down for Johnny Reyes, who's 0 for 3.
Yeah, corner infielders in on both sides, maybe expecting a bunt. And like you were saying, to get the ball deep to right field, he thought he had a pitch he could do it, but probably got a little bit too much underneath. And the pop out.
So now 1 down for Johnny Reyes. First pitch from Botkin is a breaking ball strike. Reyes grounded out to short in the second, flew out to right in the fourth, struck out in the sixth. Set at the belt, and the pitch. Off speed at the top of the zone, now 0-2. Botkin has been able to locate that pitch up there. You don't want to live up there with the off-speed pitch up high, but occasionally you can get away with it, and he got away with hanging one there. It's now 0-2 on Reyes. The pitch, away, 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Remish, decent speed out at second. Reyes, righty batter. And the pitch from Botkin. Fouled straight back. Brandt coming back. Does he have room? No, he does not. Lands behind us, out of play. And Reyes stays alive.
Yet again, another off speed high in the zone. Pretty much in the same location, too.
Botkin, kind of three-quarter delivery. Gets a lot of natural movement, but that one ended up in the wheelhouse, but Reyes fouls it straight back. Third baseman Baxter, even with the bag off the line. 1-2, swing and a miss. Botkin goes upstairs and gets his first strikeout, and now 2 away for Dan Luco. Luco with the big blow for the Wolverines in the 3-run 6th inning, his 2-run homer. He's 1 for 3 today. Looking to tie up this one. And the first pitch is a strike. Luco was the last batter that Bennett, the starting pitcher, faced. Bennett still in line for the win. As he's behind the batter, Luco behind 0-1. Botkin, the righty, deals. This one's looped out on the left. It's a base hit. Remish getting the wave around from third. Up with it is the left fielder, DeLeonardis. The throw is cut off. Luco hustles back to the bag. At first, he's in safely. We are tied at 5. Dan Luco with 3 runs batted in. Welcome back, Dan Luco. It is 5-5 in the bottom of the 8th.
Yeah, look out for Luco. He's been spectacular last couple trips up to the plate. 3 runs batted in, and none, perhaps more important, to tie this game, as the Wolverines have clawed all the way back to tie it at 5.
First pitch to Adam Weber outside for a ball. Weber 0 for 2, hit by a pitch today. Luco put a charge into the homer. He didn't get a whole lot of that one. He was able to drop it in over the third baseman for the tying hit here in the bottom of the 8th. Botkin gets the sign. Pitch is high for a ball. 2-0 on Adam Weber. Now the go-ahead run on base for Grove City. Botkin set at the belt. 2-0 is high, 3-0. Chatham in the 9th will have Woodward, Rueda, and DeLeonardis, 2, 3, and 4 due. .30 in for a strike, now 3-1. Luco, decent speed over at first. Held on by Boehm. .31. Catches the top of the zone, 3-2. So Botkin, he's getting that call with the off speed, but not the fastball at that location. We have a pretty good view here behind the plate. The count is 3-2, so Luco will be off on the pitch. Pitch, and Weber swing and a miss. It's a foul tip. Brandt hangs on, and that ends the inning. But Grove City able to tie it. Remish the leadoff double, and he scores on the 2-out single from Luco. A run, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. On to the 9th. Grove City and Chatham tied at 5. Right here on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your basement. There's a pair of overalls that overall you're not so into anymore. A perfectly good laptop that hasn't sat in your lap in months. And even more stuff, but still no jobs? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed, and they're the stuff inside your stuff. Even inside that winter coat that moved with you to Phoenix. Our job is to unlock those jobs, and it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover guitar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs. Find your nearest donation center at goodwill.org. A message from Goodwill and the Ad Council.
Two, 3, and 4 due for Chatham in the top of the 9th. Grove City has battled back to forge a 5-5 tie. Ryan Briggs and Matthew Perucker with you for this home and conference opener. Hobson's first pitch to Woodward, swing and a miss. Hayden Woodward today is 1 for 3 with a walk and a run batted in. Also reached on an error back in the second. Wyatt Hobson deals. Swing and a miss. Now 0-2 on Woodward. Rueda and Dalen Artis to follow. Some more good news to report from Erie today. Women's water polo, Grove City outlasts Penn State Barron 16-14. 0-2. Back through the box, hit Hobson on the heel. Picks it up, underhand flip over to first to Marin Petro for out number 1. So Hobson has come on. Faced one batter, got 2 outs last inning, and then retires the leadoff man here, Woodward, in the 9th. 1 down for Eddie Rueda. Rueda is 0 for 3 today with a sacrifice fly. First pitch to left-hand hitter Rueda is a strike. Grove City was down 4-0 after an inning and a half. Got 1 back in the 4th. Chatham scored 1 on the top of the 6th. 0-1 misses away, 1-1. 3 runs for Grove City, the bottom of the 6th, and the Wolverines tied it in the 8th on Dan Luco's single. Each team 5 runs and 7 hits today. Only error in the game on Grove City. Chatham is stranded 8, Grove City 6 left on. 1-1 is low, 2-1 now.
And what an entertaining beginning to this conference season for both teams. And now it's up to see which of these sides has one more run left in them.
2-1 fouled off, now 2-2. Grove City will have Reinberger, Chandler, and Backus 9-1-2 due in the home half of the 9th. 2-2 on Eddie Rueda. Hobson deals. Breaking ball called, strike 3. Nicked the outside corner. Rueda frustrated by it. Wyatt Hobson with his second strikeout.
Take a look under your bed.
Don't take a look under your bed. Watch the action. 2 down now for Angelo Delanartis. He has walked twice, flew out to center, and struck out. So he's officially 0 for 2 today.
Yeah, that location's been a pretty consistent strike throughout this game. And a great movement on that pitch, too.
First one fouled off by Delanartis. Game 1 of 2 today. First of 11 PAC doubleheaders for both of these teams. Grove City defending conference champs. A lot of new faces in the lineup this year. 0-1 low. One of those is on the mound right now, that being Wyatt Hobson, the freshman. Graduation losses, a lot of injuries for the Wolverines, a lot of new guys in the lineup, and some of the holdovers have paid off as well today. 1-1. Popped on the infield. Now out of the outfield grass, it's Reinberger in front of the center fielder Chandler to make the catch. And it's a 1-2-3 ninth inning for the lefty Wyatt Hobson. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. Grove City will try to win it in the home half of the ninth when we come back. It's Grove City 5, Chatham 5 on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Founded in 1955, the President's Athletic Conference is regarded as one of the elite NCAA Division III conferences in the nation. Comprised of 12 private institutions and one associate member, the PAC thrives in athletics and academics. Now sponsoring 24 varsity sports, the PAC remains unique in this day of high-pressure college athletics, with academics at the core of every program. With over 300 academic All-Americans and over 1,400 academic honor roll recipients with a 3.6 GPA or higher in the past year alone. Our student athletes excel in athletics as well as the classroom. Want to learn more? Visit us at pacathletics.org or follow us on social media.
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different, but you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Kyle Reinberger will lead off for Grove City. The number 9 hitter, the Botkin's first pitch rolled on the left side. Baxter knocks it down, picks it up, and has no play. Reinberger put it in play. Baxter was playing way in, and Reinberger will reach on the air. So the winning run is on for David Chandler.
And him being that far in probably contributed to the bobble, because usually when you're normal playing depth, you have time to read that bounce, and there he didn't, expecting bunt, and it wasn't. It was a pretty decent, I'd say decently powered hit ball, but when you're that close, you don't have that time to react.
It gets you on you in a hurry. Now David Chandler will stand in. First pitch misses inside for a ball. Chandler today, 1 for 3 with a double and a walk. He does not have a sacrifice this year, for those who are wondering. The only one in the lineup today with a sacrifice. He's over at first. That's Reinberger. The 1-0 now 2-0. Bakken looking to get this to extra innings. Baxter, the third baseman on the grass. The 2-0s on the outer third for a strike, now 2-1.
Yeah, Baxter still on that infield grass coming in from third base. Not nearly as close as he was during the last batter.
2-1 misses low, now 3-1. Backus waiting on deck. (3-1). Bakken paints that one on the outside corner, now 3-2. Second baseman Pollock shading towards the hole. A lot of room between the second base bag and the second baseman. Very short lead for Reinberger. 3-2, bounced on the left side, grabbed by the first baseman. Bame steps to the bag, throws down to second, and in time for the double play. 3-6 on the double play, and quickly 2 down in the ninth. You don't see the 3-6 double play often, but a nice job by Bame and Rada to combine for it. And now 2 down for Caleb Backus. Backus 1 for 3 with a run scored and a hit by pitch today. Takes strike 1 from Bakken. Lefty hitting Backus. Lines this one fouled on the left field side, and Botkin is one strike away from getting this one into the 10th inning. (0-2) is low, 1-2. Jones, Baxter, Boehm, 5, 6, and 7 would bat for Chatham if we go to the 10th. And Backus slashes this one foul past head coach Matt Royer in the third base box. Botkin, 30 strikes, 12 balls in his relief outing. Season high 3 innings today for Botkin.
And notably, Marin Petro's on deck for Grove City as well.
1-2 misses, now 2-2. Two misses away, now 3-2. You know, Chatham knows that Marin Petro's on deck too. I think Backus is going to get something he can hit. We'll see. The 3-2 from Botkin. Fouled straight back. That was just mano-a-mano. Botkin rearing back and saying, try and hit it, big boy, and he fouled it off. So it remains 3-2 here in the bottom of the 9th, tied at 5. 3-2 is Pop on the left side. Right to the shortstop on the edge of the outfield grass, makes the catch. And we will have free baseball here in the home and conference opener today for Grove City in the bottom of the 9th. No runs, no hits. There was an error, and nobody left thanks to the double play. On to the 10th. Grove City and Chatham all tied right here on the Wolverine Sports Network.
You can't escape a traffic jam. Know what else you can't escape? Seasonal allergies. And you might think you can avoid that coffee stain until... Oh, really? You can't escape a lot of things in life, but you can escape prediabetes. Prediabetes captures 1 in 3 adults. There are usually no signs of prediabetes. In fact, most people don't even know they have it. But with early diagnosis, you can change the outcome and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Take action by taking the 1-minute risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. You might not be able to escape having this song stuck in your head, but you can escape prediabetes. Go to doihaveprediabetes.org today. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.
Caleb Jones will lead off the top of the 10th inning for the Chatham Cougars. Tied at 5 in the conference and home opener today at Jack Behringer Field. Wyatt Hobson's first pitch is popped foul out of play by Jones, the Chatham DH. He is 0 for 3 with a walk today. Grounded out in the first, popped out to short in the third, fouled out to third in the 5th, walked in the 7th. We've had no offensive substitutions so far. No pinch runners, no pinch hitters, no defensive replacements. Only a couple of pitching changes.
And you have to wonder now, we're in extra innings, do we see a move made by either manager here to try to get a matchup they're liking?
The 1-1 misses 2-1 now on Caleb Jones. Baxter and Boehm to follow in the 10th. 2-1, bounced on the right side, grabbed by Marin Petro, the first baseman. He'll jog to the bag, and an important first out in the 10th. That'll bring up Cooper Baxter. 2 for 3 today. Singled and scored in the first, walked in the third, doubled in the 5th, struck out looking in the 7th. He'll bat here with 1 away in the bottom, or the top of the 10th, excuse me. Chatham has 3 home runs as a team. Baxter has 1 of them.
And he's probably been the best hitter for this Chatham side in this game. as well. He's been a factor.
Hobson's first pitch is a strike to Baxter, the 0-1. Foul on the first base side. Nearly hit a couple of vehicles that are parked in a spot they shouldn't be parked. And it's 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes. Hobson working out of the high set. The 0-2. Dropped down to the side, and that one outside 1-2 on Baxter. Been a pretty good day for Grove City College overall. Women's lacrosse with a win. Women's water polo a win. Men's volleyball a win. And baseball tied at 5 in the 10th. 1-2 is golfed out towards left center. Chandler on the run, back near the fence, makes the waist-high catch. Baxter gave it a ride, but Chandler able to track it down for out number 2. 2 down for, well, we spoke it into existence, Matthew. We have our first sub. It's going to be a pinch hitter, and it's going to be Sean Kelly to pinch hit for Nolan Boehm. They'll go get the righty batter. Kelly this year is 2 for 5 with a double. He's knocked in 5, and he will pinch hit for Boehm in the number 7 spot of the order. So Sean Kelly, Kelley, will bat in the 10th. He takes ball 1 from Hobson.
Probably a natural move now to bring on the righty with the left-handed pitcher.
0-1. Nicks the outside corner, 1-1. Kelly, a freshman catcher from Fairfax, Virginia. We'll see if he stays in at first or what the Cougars elect to do defensively in the bottom of the 10th. 1-1 nubbed foul, and it's now 1-2. We're in the 10th inning of game 1 here at Jack Behringer Field. 1-2, just off the plate. Tried to get Kelly to chase, he did not, and it's 2-2. Wyatt Hobson making his home debut today. Good relief work from his classmate Kaz Ostrowski to keep the Wolverines within striking distance. Kelly righty batter, Hobson lefty pitcher, 2-2, swing and a miss. Weber, a nice pick. That is strikeout number 2 for Hobson, and that will end the inning. Hobson has faced 7 men. He's recorded 8 outs. Zeros across for Chatham in the 10th. We go to the bottom of the 10th. Grove City looks to win it when we come back here on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your basement. There's a pair of overalls that overall you're not so into anymore. A perfectly good laptop that hasn't sat in your lap in months. And even more stuff, but still no jobs? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed, and they're the stuff inside your stuff. Even inside that winter coat that moved with you to Phoenix. Our job is to unlock those jobs, and it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs. Find your nearest donation center at goodwill.org. A message from Goodwill and the Ad Council.
Colin Marin Petro, Nick Remish, Callan Durbin, the top or the heart of the order for Grove City. 3, 4, and 5 due to face Ethan Botkin. New first baseman for Chatham is Tommy Schubert. He will bat 7th. So he is in for Kelly, who pinch hit for Boehm. Marin Petro, the Grove City first baseman, 1 for 4 today. The first offering from Botkin is sliced foul. Botkin, 3 1/3 innings, 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned, 2 strikeouts and no walks. Botkin. 0-1 misses away. 1-1 now to Marin Petro. Lefty batter, slightly open stance. This one fouled off the screen on the third base side in front of the Grove City dugout. 1-2 to Marin Petro, the senior from West Allegheny. Baxter, the third baseman, even with the bag well off the line. 1-2, this one's driven out towards center. Fluman on the run as it slices away from him, but he will track it down in the left center gap for out number 1.
And some frustration as well from Marin Petro after that one. Just didn't quite get the contact he wanted to out of that pitch away.
So 1 down for Nick Remish. Remish had leadoff double and then scored the tying run back in the 8th. He is 1 for 3, a double, run batted in, and a run and 2 runs scored. First offering from Botkin misses away, 1-0 on the Wolverine cleanup hitter Nick Remish. We're in the bottom of the 10th, tied at 5. Foul tip by Remish, count even at a ball and a strike. So it's Baxter at third, Rueda at short, Pollock at second, and Schubert now playing first. Brandt doing the catching for Botkin. The 1-1 misses away, 2-1. Outfield left to right for Chatham. It's DeLeonardis in left. Fluman, who you just saw make the catch in center, and Woodward in right. Working on the first base side of the rubber, Botkin's 2-1. Popped on the infield. Rueda, the shortstop, says he has it, and he does. And now 2 down for Callan Durbin. Durbin 1 for 4 today with a single, RBI and a run scored. The RBI and the run scored came back in the 6th.
A couple of outs here quickly for the Wolverines now, and barring some action here, it's going to be back to the top of the 11th. It's been a few innings now without a run scored after Wolverines tied it up.
Durbin, lefty batter, takes strike 1. Botkin's next pitch bounced foul on the first base side. It is 0-2. 5-5 in the 10th inning of Game 1. Game 2 is scheduled to start at 4. That won't happen. We don't know when it will start. 0-2, fouled straight back. We do have a little bit more daylight, but still getting, sunset, probably neighborhood about 7:45, I believe. We'll check that if it comes into play later on the day. This one bounced up the first base line, foul again. This game about 2 hours, 40-plus minutes right now. We started a little bit before 1 today. Count is 0-2 on Durbin, the sophomore from Seneca Valley. Botkin kicks and deals. Misses high and away, 1-2. First baseman Schubert hugging the line well behind the bag with the lefty hitting Durbin. The 1-2. Skied to left. DeLeonardis came in, now goes back and makes the catch to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Grove City in the 10th. We go to the 11th. Matthew will have the call when we come back on the Wolverines Sports Network.
Hey, wouldn't it be great if life came with a remote control? You could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest.
Uh-oh.
Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control.
Yikes!
So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
go to the 11th to tell you all about it. Here's Matthew Perucker.
So after the Wolverines tied up the game in the bottom of the 8th, no score in the 9th, no score in the 10th, so naturally on to the 11th. Pollock at bat for Chatham. Pitch from the lefty is outside. Hobson still in the game for the Wolverines. He has been excellent. That next pitch misses. Count 2-1. Two-one pitch. Finds the zone for a strike, evening up now 2-2. Both teams have 7 hits in the game, as it is a fly ball out to right. Coming in on and making the catch is Bacchus, one away.
Yeah, that one's sinking fast out there. Bacchus got a good jump on it and was able to track it down. But, yeah, didn't have a whole lot of hang time, but good job by the Wolverine right fielder coming in and getting an important first out.
One of those plays that looks a little easier than it probably is, especially with how quick that was sinking, as you mentioned. Next at bat, check swing. Doesn't go, 1-0. One away after the fly out to right. The pitch. Short pop out to the third baseman, and now we have 2 gone. Catch for Remish, making the put out. And quickly now, 2 gone in the top of the 11th inning in the PAC opener. And now we go back to the top of the order. Brandt stepping in. Left on left. First pitch of the at-bat is in there for a strike. Brandt is 1 for 5 in the game with an RBI double and has struck out twice. This one a laser out to left and just foul. Probably a good chance of that going for extra bases if it managed to stay fair, but ever so slightly foul, and now to count 0-2. Brandt came into the day with 286. As he will take a look at that ball and strike out again to end the inning. Quick top of the 11th sees all 3 Chatham batters go down. We'll head now to the bottom of the 11th, where the Wolverines will see if they can win it right here on the Wolverines Sports Network.
1955, the President's Athletic Conference is regarded as one of the elite NCAA Division III conferences in the nation. Comprised of 12 private institutions and 1 associate member, the PAC thrives in athletics and academics. Now sponsoring 24 varsity sports, the PAC remains unique in this day of high-pressure college athletics, with academics at the core of every program. With over 300 academic All-Americans and over 1,400 academic honor roll recipients with a 3.6 GPA or higher in the past year alone. Our student athletes excel in athletics as well as the classroom. Want to learn more? Visit us at pacathletics.org or follow us on social media.
Ethan Bortkin still on for Chatham to pitch the bottom of the 11th. He's pitched 4 1/3, allowed the tying run, but has only given up 2 hits.
He's been very effective. He got a little bit of trouble in the 8th, but all in all, he has more than done his job. Likely we're going to see some wheels turning here in the bottom of the 11th. Reyes, Luco, and Weber do, but see Kenny Lavrich holding a helmet over in the third base dugout for the Wolverines. As that first pitch is a ball. And the reason that's noticed was Kenny came in as an infielder, but he's been mostly pitching, but we'll see if he's going to bat or run or just hold the helmet.
Probably the ultimate super utility player.
Yes, he is. That 1-0's a strike.
So count even 1-1. Reyes at the dish will look at a ball.
You want to put 47 on the at-bat, please?
Reyes hasn't registered a hit in the game, has struck out twice, and has ground out and also flew out.
Certainly the way he's been swinging the bat, though, you have to think that he's due. Coming in hitting .386, but Chatham's done a good job. 0 for 4 with a couple of Ks.
The pitch, swing, and he puts a charge into this one, but he'll easily be caught in the left field. Good contact, but not enough to get over the fence as one's away.
He got under it a little bit, and then Dylan Artis there to make the catch, but got a good pitch to hit, but just again, under it and didn't quite catch all of it, but good battle from Reyes, but he's out number 1.
First pitch at the at-bat is a strike to Luco, who's been a busy man for Grove City. He's had produced 3 of their runs, including a 2-run home run that has been the biggest play of the game in terms of runs scored in 1 at-bat for the Wolverines.
2-run homer in the 6th, and the game-tying RBI single in the 8th. His last at-bat, his last 2 at-bats, he's 2 for 2 with 3 runs batted in.
Fouls this one off now, count 1-2. This pitch is swung on and missed, strikeout. Sent Luco down for the first time, a few at-bats. And now, almost as quickly as the top of the inning, now 2 outs quickly gone in the bottom half of the 11th. Turn things over to Weber, who will take a look at the first pitch strike. 3 at-bats for him in the game. He was hit by a pitch, struck out, ground out, and a fly out. And he'll get some good contact. This one, take it to left center field. And the catch will be made by the center fielder Fluman to end the bottom of the 11th. So a quick 11th inning comes and goes. And we're on to the top of the 12th. Ryan Briggs will have you there right here on the Wolverines Sports Network.
Valvoline Express, Karen Car Wash of Grove City. Drive in, drive out, it's that easy. Check your oil, check your fluids, and get you clean. Fast, friendly service for cars, trucks, and SUVs. Wiper blades or filters, check your tire pressure. Locally owned, nationally known.
Ken Frenchak here from the Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash of Grove City. Fall. Leaves are changing. Why not get a jump start on the season and get the oil changed in your vehicle? We have your grade of Valvoline oil regardless of your gas or diesel engine. We stock most air filters and windshield wiper blades. So don't forget, we offer 2 automatic car washes along with 2 self-serve bays. Stop by to have your car run and look great. You can go anywhere for an oil change, but you come to us for the experience.
Valvoline Express, Karen Car Wash of Grove City. Drive in, drive out, it's that easy.
Hayden Woodward, Eddie Rueda, Angelo De Leonardis. 2, 3, and 4 for Chatham due in the top of the 12th inning. And Wyatt Hobson's first pitch is low for a ball. Hobson, 3 2/3 innings of relief. He struck out 4. He's behind Woodward, 0-1. Woodward is 1 for 4 today, also with a walk. The 1-0. Foul down the right field line, 1-1. We are in the 12th inning of game 1 of this doubleheader. Everybody opening PAC play today. Right now, a 5-way tie for first at 1-0. 1-1 swing and a miss. As Woodward tied up by that one, it's now 1-2, and the winner of this one will get into that 6-team logjam, at least for now. We'll take a lap around the PAC scoreboard as time offers. 1-2 is high, 2-2. A lot of games have gone final already, but the PAC scoreboard page not updating. 2-2, low, 3-2. She might have to wait till game 2 to get the scores. Who knows? Good chance we might be the last ones done today. Count is 3-2 on Hayden Woodward. Hobson set at the belt. The pitch. Fouled off. 30 strikes, 15 balls so far for Hobson, the lefty from Middletown, Maryland. Third baseman Remish behind the bag, a couple of steps off the line. Marin Petro likewise at first. 3-2, fouled straight back at us.
Really tough battle right now, and you know, it's always important to get that first runner on in these extra innings. It opens up your strategy, and it gives yourself some confidence. Chatham hasn't been able to do that so far.
3-2, popped in foul territory. Marin Petro fighting the breeze that's picked up. He'll make the catch. An important first out in the 12th inning. One down for Eddie Rueda. He is 0 for 4 with a sacrifice fly today. Struck out on the first, sac fly in the second, lined out to left in the fourth, flew out to left in the sixth, struck out looking in the ninth against Hobson. Left on left matchup. Hobson deals. That one misses low for a ball. 1-0. 1-0 outside, 2-0. Grove City bullpen is quiet. We cannot see the Chatham bullpen. Hobson behind, 2-0. Working on the first base side of the rubber. The pitch, and Rueda punches this one on the left side, and a leaping grab made by Reinberger, the shortstop. Timed it well, and that's out number 2. 2 down for De Leonardis, who's walked a couple of times today. 0 for 3 with 2 walks and a caught stealing. Two away in the 12th. And Hobson's first pitch in for a strike at the knees. It's 0-1 on the right-hand hitting left fielder out of Knock High School, Angelo De Leonardis. Grove City in the home half of the 12th will have 9-1-2 due Reinberger, Chandler, and Backus. 0-1, misses low, ball and a strike. To De Leonardis. Senior listed as a catcher infielder, but looks pretty good out in left field. 1-1, driven out to left. Luco on the run, still on the run, going back, and leaps, and cannot make the catch at the fence. Hits off the top of the fence. Luco up with it. Wide turn at second by De Leonardis. He is on with a 2-out double. Ball just kept carrying and carrying. Luco went back, but is off the fence. And a double for De Leonardis, his first hit of the afternoon. And the go-ahead run is on with 2 down for Caleb Jones. Jones 0 for 4 with a walk today. A couple of groundouts and a couple of pop-outs.
You felt the silence in anticipation of what was going to happen. about as close to a home run as you can get, just underneath the yellow.
So the first batter to reach against Hobson. He had been perfect until then. And pitching for a strike to Jones. It's 0-1. Dalen Artis runs well. Pretty good lead at second. Pitch in the dirt, blocked nicely by Weber. You have to think anything that gets to the outfield grass that they'll send Dalen Artis here in the top of the 12th in a 5-5 game.
And you think since Chatham scored in the top of the 6th, not a lot has happened for them since.
Half swing. Brian Fuller says he went around. It's now 1-2. And Hobson one pitch away from getting off the plank and getting his team back into the dugout. But a tough customer in Caleb Jones. The 1-2. Misses away, 2-2 now on Jones. Dalen Artis, the 2-out double off the top of the fence and left. He's out at second. Reinberger keeping him close. Second baseman Durbin is shaded towards the hole on the right side. 2-2, swing and a miss. Strikeout number 5 for Wyatt Hobson, and that ends the threat. For Chatham in the 12th, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. Grove City will look to win it in the bottom of the 12th when we come back. It's Grove City 5, Chatham 5. You're watching Grove City College Baseball on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Reinberger, Chandler, Backus due for Grove City, 9-1-2. Botkin still on for Chatham. So get ready for the bottom of the 12th inning. Game 1 of 2 today here at Jack Behringer Field. Temperature in the low 50s, clouds and sun mix, but certainly a very comfortable day here in western Pennsylvania. It'll be Reinberger to lead off. He's 0 for 4, reached on an error in the 9th, but was erased on a double play. Chandler and Backus also do this inning, and then Marin Petro, somebody reaches. Reinberger, chopper up the middle, and it's going to sneak through for a base hit. Reinberger swinging at the first pitch, and the winning run is on. In the bottom of the 12th for David Chandler. Chandler walked in the first, grounded out to first in the third, doubled in the 5th, grounded out to second in the 7th, and then hit into a 3-6 double play in the 9th after Reinberger had reached.
That's just the case there of hitting them to where they're not. And solid pace on that grounder, and exactly what the doctor ordered if you're Grove City.
Baxter, the third baseman, creeping in. Chandler bunts, or squares the bunt and misses it. So there's a foul tip either way. It's 0-1 on Chandler. Reinberger, good speed over at first. He represents the winning run, held on by the first baseman Schubert. Botkin out of the set. 0-1. Misses high and away. 1-1 to the left-hand swinging David Chandler. He's taken over as the Wolverines center fielder. Started all 14 games this year. The 1-1. In for a strike, now 1-2. Botkin came on in relief in the 6th. He's given up 1 run. That was the tying run on the 8th. Set at the belt. The 1-2 to Chandler. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Botkin picks up his 4th strikeout in 5 2/3 innings. 1 down for Caleb Backus. Backus singled and scored in the 4th, also hit by a pitch in the 7th, officially 2 for 4 today. Left-hand batter. Backus drives out this one out the deep center. Going back is Fluman, still going back. It's off the fence. Reinberger rounding third, getting the wave around for Matt Royer. Here comes the relay, and sliding in safely at the plate is Reinberger, and Grove City wins it. Caleb Backus, a double to straightaway center. It's a Wolverine winner. Grove City battles back for a 6-5 win in 12 innings. Caleb Backus, his 2nd hit of the afternoon, his 4th double of the season, and the first-year starter from Michigan gives Grove City a come-from-behind victory, 6-5 over Chatham in Game 1.
All I can say is, wow. Not only a Wolverine winner, a Wolverine walk-off winner. I'm sure every baseball player dreams of hitting a walk-off, and probably none as dramatic at that. Back and forth, who's going to break free? It was the Wolverines who take Game 1 of this 2-game set.
Backus hit it to straightaway center. Reinberger scores all the way from first, and the Wolverines win it by a final of 6-5 for Grove City in the 12th. A run, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We will come back with a happy recap here on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Hi, we're the Goo Goo Dolls. We're fortunate that we can give our daughters everything they need to grow and learn. But not every child can focus on classes and play dates.
Nearly 13 million kids in the U.S. face hunger. That's 1 in 6. School lunch might be their only meal each day, and it's heartbreaking to imagine any child going to bed hungry. We're dreaming of a perfect day when kids can smile, play, and just be kids without worrying about where their next meal will come from. Feeding America is working to make that perfect day a reality.
Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste. That food is given to families and children in need. Being a kid should be about doing things that make an ordinary day extraordinary. Learning to play an instrument, building a sandcastle, hosting tea parties. Hunger should never be an obstacle to growing up.
You can help end childhood hunger in your community by visiting feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear, call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Grove City wins it in 12, 6-5 on the RBI double by Caleb Backus. Ryan Briggs, Matthew Perucker with you. The totals in this one for Grove City, the Wolverines, 6 runs, 9 hits, 1 error, and 6 runners left on base. For Chatham, 5 runs, 8 hits, 1 error, and the Cougars stranded 9 men. The winning pitcher, Wyatt Hobson, he is 1-0. The loss goes to Ethan Botkin. He is 0-1. Time of the game, 3 hours and 2 minutes. Grove City is now 1-0 in the PAC. Chatham is 0-1. Time of the game, as we said, 3 hours, 2 minutes. Grove City winning it in the bottom of the 12th on Backus's double, which scored Kyle Reinberger with the winning run. And Matthew, if you're going to say, what's the story of this one? I think you have to be the Wolverine bullpen. Kaz Ostrowski coming in, what he did, 5 2/3 innings, just giving up 1 run. Then Wyatt Hobson, 4 2/3 innings, only giving up 1 hit. So they covered 10 1/3 innings between them, and a huge reason why Grove City's 1-0 in the PAC.
I think the future is bright mid the Pines. You have 2 freshmen who have just gone out there and absolutely shoved. It's amazing the effort they were able to put together over 10 innings straight with just 1 run allowed. That's impressive. That's the type of bullpen you need to be able to go deep into the PAC tournament if the Wolverines want to do it again.
Grove City wins this one by a final of 6-5. It was Chatham scoring 4 runs in the second inning. Devin Fluman, a 2-run double. Matt Brandt, an RBI double. Eddie Rueda, a sac fly, and it was 4-0. Grove City was able to get 1 back in the 4th. Backus, leadoff single. Marin Petro followed with a single, so 1st and 3rd. Nick Remish, an RBI groundout, made it 4-1. Chatham answers in the 5th. Fluman singled, stole 2nd, scored on a Hayden Woodward base hit, so it's 5-1 after 5.5. Grove City gets 3 in the 6th. Remish, a 1-out walk. Durbin singled him in after Remish went to 2nd on a wild pitch. 2 batters later, Dan Luco, 2-run homer to make it 5-4. In the 8th, Remish leadoff double. And then with 2 outs, Dan Luco, an RBI single to tie it. And then in the 12th inning, DeLeonardis, a 2-out double for Chatham. But Hobson was able to strike out Caleb Jones to end the threat. And in the bottom of the 12th, Kyle Reinberger, a seeing-eye single up the middle. After Chandler struck out Backus, a double to deep center. And Grove City wins it by a final of 6-5. So with that, we're going to take a break. Our video stream will stop for now. We'll come back with a new stream for Game 2. It'll be the same location, etc. But that's coming up. We don't have an approximate first pitch time yet, but we'll be back on. We'll see if anybody knows. Did anybody say what time the second game is? Oh, okay. Colin Marin Petro does a lot for us, tells us 40 minutes. So we're looking probably 4:45 start time. We'll be back on at 4:40 while the lineups in the first pitch of Game 2. For Matthew Perrucker, this is Ryan Briggs saying so long for now. It's a Wolverine winner. Grove City takes the opener 6-5 in 12 innings. We'll come back with Game 2 here at 4:40 on the Wolverine Sports Network. Thanks for watching, and we will talk to you in a little bit here from Sunsplashed Jack Behringer Field. Thank you for tuning into the Wolverine Sports Network. We'll talk to you next time on the home of the Wolverines.